Vegas for UFC 300, and the DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of UFC, is giving you a chance to get in on the action with a knockout offer for every fight fan. New customers, if you bet on any UFC 300 bout, you can turn $5 into $150 instantly in bonus bets. From the much anticipated title fight between Pereira versus Hill to the exciting undercard bouts, DraftKings is giving new customers a shot to rack up some bonus bets. Again, just lay down some action on any UFC 300 bet and you'll get the bonus bets back instantly no matter what. Just download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. The code is SportsHub. And again, new customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets.
Hope is here. 800-327-5050 or gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Play it smart from the start. GameSenseMA.com. Visit the President of Massachusetts. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/MMA.
Hi, I'm Patrice Bergeron. This season, Avidia Bank and I are continuing the Assist for Kids program. For every Boston assist, Avidia donates $50 up to $30,000 to help Metro West families pay for youth hockey. I would also donate $7,000 for a total of $37,000 to help even more families. Get details now at avidiabank.com/Team Bergeron. Avidia Bank, honest to goodness, member FDIC, member DIF.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 47 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Remove your caps for the singing of the national anthem. Accompanied by Bruins organist Ron Poster. Please welcome Todd Angeli.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, who were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Todd Angeli with the national anthem as we get set for the opening face-off between the Hurricanes and Bruins. We'll look at our starting lineups. In goal for Carolina, Pyotr Kochetkov. On defensive pairing of Jacob Slavin and Brent Burns. Up front, Jordan Stahl centering for Andrei Svechnikov and Jordan Martinook. For the Bruins, Jeremy Swayman gets the starting goal. Andrew Peeke, Parker Wotherspoon, your defenseman. And up front, Trent Frederick, Jesper Boqvist, and Jake DeBrusk. Starting lineup is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SportsHub. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only with DraftKings Sportsbook with code SportsHub. The crown is yours.
The first 5 minutes are presented by our New England Ford dealers. Now during Truck Month, get a great deal on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 47 years straight. Bruins working left to right. They drop the puck. Stahl wins the faceoff, and the final meeting between the Bruins and the Hurricanes is underway. Slavin drilled it up the middle. Denied at the blue line by Peak. Coming over the line right side is Frederick. He'll chip into the right corner. Boquist, who had a game winner here on Saturday afternoon chasing, but it's lifted back into the Bruins zone. Peak cranked it up the right side and out to center ice. Grabbed by Frederick. He'll motor in. Top right wing circle. Tried to dish it out in front. It got deflected. Back out to center ice. The Bruins tag up. Swept in by McAvoy, who took a shoulder from Slavin. 19:24 left here in the first, and we're scoreless. Brent Burns in his 20th season in the league drills it up the right side and deep into the Bruins zone. McAvoy back of the net with a stick lift. Cranked it up the right side. Pasternak wings it through the middle. Heinen couldn't snag it. It's banked on nets, and it's trapped by Kochetkov. And we'll have a face-off in the Canes end.
One way to get a shot on goal. Judd, you look good down there on the carpet, right? Handing out all those awards.
We need an eye sponsor.
You had to hustle back up. I'm glad you did.
So I got on the elevator, and they were kind enough to hold it for me here at TD Garden. The guy said, do I need to wait for anybody else? And where are you going?
Oh, boy.
Up the right side, Shea.
You made it. You made it back in time.
They did a wonderful job, and it was a great ceremony. Well done by the Bruins. Along the near side, Heinen could not keep it in. Had to catch up a little bit with Johnny Busick. Just before the ceremony, he often talks about the trip that you and Andy Brickley made to go see him in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
And he brought it up again along the near side. Gensel, he'll wing it back of the net over to the far side. Puck crank back of the net along the near wall. Gensel. Near side now, Aho. Flipped it to the middle, and the Bruins able to cut it off. And it's flipped by Zacha back into the Carolina end.
Yeah, Johnny has a summer place out in British Columbia, and Andy Brickley and I decided we were going to go out and visit him one summer. Went out for 5 days or so, 6 days.
Oh, look out. It's flipped out in front. Swayman had it deflect. It's between his legs. They're going to say it went in. The puck was flipped right of the net. It deflected off of Swayman. It went down at his feet. And the referee went behind the net to say that this puck completely crossed the line.
Yeah, it surprised Swayman. Natchez is right on the goal line on the right wing side to the left of Swayman. And he just throws it at the net, as a lot of players are doing these days. But Swayman wasn't even down, in that, whatever they call that, the reverse, whatever. And, yeah, and where they're shooting it at their head, trying to bank it off their head. This one just sneaks in. I don't know if it was ever in, though, Judd. It's close. It looked like this puck might be on the goal line just barely.
And the ruling is
they're going to look at it.
The puck has to completely cross the line.
It has to be 100% across the line. I don't think it was, but they are going to look at it.
So
at least the view that we saw, almost all of it was across the line, but it looked like there might have been a piece still on that goal line. Wow.
So the puck skidded just behind the near post. And it looked like Brandon Carlo tried to prevent it, but the question is, can you see any white ice between the puck and the goal line?
And then when did the whistle go? Or when did they intend on blowing the whistle? There's no whistle if they call a goal, they don't blow the whistle. So when the referee was pointing, it looked like that puck was barely on the goal line. Jim Montgomery's getting a kick out of it. I don't think this is going to count.
Your referees tonight are Brandon Blandina and Guilain Hebert. And in consultation with the War Room, they're going to make a call at the Situation Room in Toronto. 18:01 left here in the first, and we're scoreless. And getting the first goal against this team is critical.
I don't think you can tell from the angle that they're showing. It doesn't look like it fully crossed the line. I mean, almost all of it, though. It's just a fraction that's on it. And that's why it's taken so long.
In the meeting a couple of days ago in Raleigh, the Bruins burst out to a 3-0 lead in the first 11 minutes. Carolina had some early pressure, but Jeremy Swayman made some key saves.
You know, you're seeing more and more players throw these pucks at the net from those sharp angles, trying to get those goaltenders down and not protecting the short side.
Here we go.
After review, the puck did not completely cross the goal line.
It's a tough way to face your first shot, but a good break for Jeremy Swayman and the Bruins. That'll get you into the game quickly.
Face-off in the far circle in the Bruins' end. Kuznetsov will lean in and take it against Coyle. Coyle wins it cleanly. Grzelcyk up the far side. Fires it up the middle. Coyle one-hands it in. Geekie, the former Hurricane, shoveled it down low. It's hammered around to the near side. This will squirt all the way down. No icing. Swayman paddled it back of the net. Grzelcyk avoids Natchez, who nearly opened the scoring. Bruins tried to play it deeper into their own zone. It's deflected offside back in, and then Teravainen with a little shove along with the captain, Brad Marchand.
It was mutual, yeah.
Both teams are going to make some changes. The face-off will take place right in front of the Bruins bench. The Bruins wearing their home Centennial jerseys. So black jerseys, white numbers and letters outlined in Centennial gold. The Hurricanes in their road whites, red numbers, red letters. This is actually the start of a 4-game road trip to end the regular season. They're done with their home campaign. Along the near side, the Canes. Jack Drury feeds it. Tried to feed it down low. I think it hit the referee, and out comes McAvoy. He scored on Saturday afternoon. Right circle, McAvoy. Centered out in front, deflected wide by Beecher.
Yeah, Beecher was covered there in front, had his stick tied up. Was able to get a piece of it, but not enough.
And Riemsdyk shoveled it back of the net. Beecher prized it free, banked it up top. Lindholm shakes, shoots, blocked. And the Hurricanes will guide it out to the neutral zone, but Foss turned it over. Here's Lauko. Shoots, off a leg and wide, back of the net, Lauko. Got around the check.
I was wondering if Judd, if they would keep the D pairs the way they are, or the way they were against the Florida Panthers. I mentioned Peak and Wotherspoon playing together again. They wanted them to play against a physical lineup in the Panthers. Carolina's not as physical. I mean, they can get involved that way, but they're not as physical as Florida in that sense. But he kept them all together.
Along the near side, it's flipped off the linesman and now out to center ice. Here's Svechnikov, who scored in their last game, as this puck is knocked down, I think, with a high stick, and we've got to stop, after he was a scratch in the game before because he had an illness. 16:24 left here in the first and scoreless. Jeremy Swayman having a quick conversation with the referee over near his far post. Jordan Staal will lean in for the draw. The captain of the Hurricanes in his 18th season and 12th with Carolina. Started his career with the Penguins, where he won a Stanley Cup. Bruins win the draw. Hackett up the near side. Batted through the middle. Marchand trying to strip Chatfield of the puck. It comes back into the Bruins zone. Staal mashed against the wall by Pete. Far corner. Wotherspoon finished his check. Up top. Here it comes from Orlov, and it's tapped wide. Far corner now. Chatfield dealt it back of the cage. Martinook spins. Martinook to the near corner. Backhands it up top, Orlov. The puck rolls down low. Staal scraped it up to the right point, Chatfield. Back of the net and over to the near side. Everything on the perimeter, but it's still in zone as Coyle wins a battle against Martinook, feeds it over to the far circle, and Wotherspoon ripped it out to the neutral zone. But the Bruins turn it over at the red line, and it's pounded in by Martinook. 15.5 left here in the first, and we're scoreless. Andrew Peak up the right side. Geekie under some pressure with Aho coming. The Bruins deal the puck into the far corner of Carolina, and Zacha going to chase. Points in each of his last 6. The puck drilled around to the near side. It squirts out to center ice. The Bruins get back defensively. And now Zacha trying to pry it free. The linesman at his feet nearby. Jake Gensel can't swipe it from Carlo. Bruins hack it around to the right point. Held in by Pesce. He's going to be an unrestricted free agent at season's end.
They've got a few of them.
They got a lot of them. Carlo over the line, high slot. Busts in, lost the puck. It floats over to the near side, and Pasternak, but just a little too far. He couldn't reach it. Jarvis had it stripped by Lindholm, and the Hurricanes bring the puck in offside. 14:49 left here in the first and scoreless.
Yeah, this is like I don't know, I'm going to call it all in, but it's close for the Carolina Hurricanes. They've got a number of guys who are up, and age-wise, are they deserving of those long-term contracts? I heard people talking about it the other day. It's just they're in an awkward kind of situation right now, and they went out and got Gensel. That was a big ad for them. Kuznetsov they go out and get. It's going to be interesting to see what direction they go here in the offseason.
2-on-1. Here's Frederick. He'll motor over the line into the far circle. Shoots, and he sailed it over the crossbar. Bruins bump it out to the neutral zone. McAvoy's got it.
Yeah, I don't think he had an option to get that puck to Boquist. Boquist was on the right side there, was taken away, so Frederick tried to improve his angle and get that shot away.
McAvoy spun Teravainen around, and along the near side, Kuznetsov got dropped.
Frederick with a hit.
And the Bruins pull it free. Kuznetsov down on his knees, slow to get up, has something to say to the back official. That's the linesman. Both teams making some changes. And as he's coming on the ice, Stefan Nason looks to his right. Somebody's barking at him from the Bruins bench.
Well, he took a little shot at Frederick as Frederick was going for a change.
Here's Lindholm. He'll drill it up the middle. The Bruins deflect it deep. Lauko speeds in front of his former teammate Orlov, pins him against the end boards. Now along the near side, scooped up by Fost, and outlet up the middle. Orlov over the line right side. Orlov fumbled the puck as he was stick handling. And the Bruins chop it out to the neutral zone. 13.5 left here in the first and scoreless. Drury. He'll motor over the line. Snapped it into the near corner. Back of the net. Grzelcyk takes a look. Gave it away far corner. The Bruins trying to get it back. Marchand, who scored his 400th last Thursday in Raleigh. Had it, lost it. The Bruins chisel it up right wing and out to center ice. Now Stahl took a shoulder from Geekie. It's sent to the far corner of the Bruins zone. Wotherspoon. He'll slam it up the right side out to center ice. Pounded back in by Shea. He will also be an unrestricted free agent at season's end. Shea cranked it back of the net. Centered out in front by Svechnikov. Scooped up by the Bruins. They'll flip it out to center ice. And it floats in. Geekie battling Martinook for the puck in the right corner. They crash against the boards. Coyle drives his guy to the end boards. That's Pesce. Near side, it's Marchand. Trapped along the wall. And Svechnikov brings it out to center ice. Carolina might have some numbers, but the Bruins get back. Stahl snapped it toward the net. Swayman may have gotten a piece of it with a blocker. And behind the play, Marchand just leveled Pesce, and down he went. And the Hurricanes stick handle the puck out to center ice as Marchand has just given it to Pesce.
Well, Pesce's coming back at him. I don't know whether Pesce tried to draw this penalty or not. Marchand hit him against the wall, and there's a little bit from behind, but I'm not sure, or not so sure. Pesce didn't know he was coming and tried to help it, but you have to get a look at the replay.
12:17 left here in the first. The Bruins and the Hurricanes are scoreless on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins radio network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V. That's your local New England Honda dealers.
Hazel here, and if you're a plumber, pipe fitter, or in the piping trades, then you need to call my friends at Charles D. Sheehy for any of your product needs. Sheehy's staff is ready to get you the piping and mechanical products that you need on site and on time. Call today for more information. Sheehy is driven to deliver.
Dick's Sporting Goods believes that sport has the power to change lives. As voice of the Red Sox, I've seen that time and time again. And now Dick's is opening the completely reimagined House of Sport at Prudential Center, featuring a rock wall, a multi-sport cage, and golf hitting bays, bringing new experiences, new services, and the best selection from the top brands to a new place Boston can call home. Dick's House of Sport at Prudential Center. Join us for our grand opening celebration April 19th through 21st.
Join New Hampshire Liquor and Wine Outlet on a West Coast rendezvous during our Pacific Pour Savings event. Now through April 28th, save 20% off the purchase of 12 or more bottles of wine from Washington, Oregon, and California. Whether you savor the bold flavors of Washington, the crisp elegance of Oregon, or the sun-kissed richness of California, now is your chance to uncork the savings. For more info, visit liquorandwineoutlets.com. Discount valid on 375 and 750 milliliter size bottles only. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, it's Charlie Coyle. I've teamed with Unicare, Franklin Sports, and 98.5 The Sports Hub to encourage more Massachusetts youth to improve their mental health by engaging in physical activity. Franklin Sports will donate $15,000 in athletic equipment to help kids get out and play. Get details at 98.5thesportshub.com/first responders.
The home of the Bees, The Sports Hub.
The first 5 minutes of tonight's game were brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Now during Truck Month, get a great deal on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, for 47 years straight.
Yeah, the hit on Kuznetsov wasn't so bad. He kind of got caught up there when DeBrus skate, and Frederick kind of finished him, but it wasn't all that bad. It was just a little awkward. Pesci did not like the hit by Brad Marchand over on the half wall. These two had words just prior to the commercial break. Pesci's fine, though.
Face-off in the near dot just beyond the Bruins line. And the Hurricanes win it. One of the best face-off winning teams in the NHL. It's flipped to the far corner. Sent over to the near side, and the Bruins will outlet.
D to D, use the middle.
On the far side, the Bruins glove it inadvertently onto the Hurricanes bench, and we've got to stop. 12:04 left here in the first and scoreless.
Good puck movement there by McAvoy, right? Gets that pass off the back wall, and it's quickly into the hands of Zacha coming up the ice. That's what they did so well in the first period against Carolina Hurricanes in Carolina last week.
Rod Brindamore said something interesting when he referenced that game. He said, we weren't ready for the Bruins' pace in that first period.
Yeah, the Bruins, in the first period, they definitely had it.
Right side, center ice.
It was the puck movement, though.
Puck swatted to the far corner.
This first period has a little slower pace.
Up the middle, here's McAvoy. He'll charge over the line. Watched by Gensel. Hits the brakes. Backhands it deep. Kochetkov there to play it. Took a chop from Pasternak. Dished it over to the near side. Aho with an outlet.
Actually, Pasternak did everything right there. He could have made body contact and didn't. Try to avoid him there, but he wanted to force him. Kochetkov kind of stumbled going back to the net, but seems to be okay. Referee stayed there for a second and asked him.
Bruins with one shot. Hurricanes with two. We're scoreless with 11 minutes to go here in the first. Natchez along the near side. Flipped it to Shea. Shoots wide. Rebound to the far side. Teravainen to Pesci. He fires wide. Near hash at Shea into the left corner. Centered. The Bruins will scoop this up and head north.
Want to know what the Bruins shot was, Judd? David Pasternak threw the puck all the way down the ice. It went off the boards in front of the benches and on net to avoid the icing. That was their only shot of this period.
Near circle DeBrusque. High slot Carlo. Shot it. And then it's fired by Frederick. Got his stick free as he was getting checked. Kochetkov made the save.
Oh, that's a heck of a save by Kochetkov because that puck changed direction. The attempted shot from the point changes direction. And Frederick's right on the doorstep. He's on the right side to the left of Kochetkov. And it was Pesci trying to cover him. And Pesci looked like he had him tied up. But Frederick was able to get something on that. And Kochetkov read it and got over there and makes that save.
Frederick with a career-high 18 goals. Faceoff will be in the right circle, the Carolina end. John Beecher will step in and take the draw. He dropped the gloves with Jack Drury on Thursday. They're going to reset some of the centermen here. They are, as Mason will come in and take this draw now against Beecher. Beecher wins it up to the right point. Carlo batted by Van Riemsdyk. The Bruins unable to keep it in. It's chucked out to the neutral zone. And now Drury will swing it to the near circle in Orlov. Right wing feed out at center ice. Chatfield took a check from Laukos, sent it into the far corner. Mason will rim it around. Left point. It doesn't get there. Took a hop off the boards, and Beecher will chip it by Orlov and go chase.
We've had some issues in that corner, haven't we, over the last couple of weeks?
Yes. Behind the plate, Chatfield slow to get up after he got finished by Beecher. Nason swings to the right circle. The one-timer chunked wide. Back of the net, now left circle. Orlov screams one over the crossbar. Right point held in by the Hurricanes. Grabbed by Beecher. He'll drill it up the left side out to center ice, and the Bruins will lob it just inside the Carolina line. Both teams finishing some changes. Here's Svechnikov over the line. Motors through a check. Sent it through the slot to the near side. It's fired wide by Slavin. The Bruins will intercept up the middle. Just missed Marchand on a pass as Geekie tried an aerial up the middle.
That was the pair that connected down in Carolina for Marchand's 400th. Geekie finding Marchand behind the D.
Up the middle, here's Lindholm over the red line to Marchand. Played it off his skate. Look out here. Now Martinook over the line. He's got an option to the middle. Martinook shoots. Swayman a high blocker save.
McAvoy played that well. Was defending there, the only guy back. Bruins are trying to hustle back on the back check. Martinook tried to improve his angle coming in from the left wing, but McAvoy said he's just going to take the pass away.
Just under 9 minutes remaining in the first, and we're scoreless. The puck floats deep into the left corner Bruins zone. Swayman out to play it. Rushed it to the far corner. Picked off. Jarvis shoots, and Swayman scrambled back into position right to left to make the stick save. Near point now, Jarvis. Took a hit from Pasternak. Sent into the slot. Now to the near side, Jarvis. Sitting on 29 goals, and the Bruins swipe it, and out they come. Pasternak up at the line, high slot. Stick handles and then send it to the high slot. Zacha to Carlo, played it off the wall. Kochetkov the save. Pesce boxed out Heinen, and it's lobbed up the middle back into the Bruins zone looking for Aho. Aho wins the race, so no icing. Sent it right circle. Now to the slot. The pass was behind Orlov. Left of the cage. Natchez a drive. And Zacha had lost his stick blocking that. Back of the net. Oh. It's kicked up to the far side and out to center ice.
Watching Aho try to kick the stick of Zacha away from him as he was trying to pick it up.
Bruins rim it around. It's a slow pass to DeBrusque. He'll lift it out to the neutral zone, and speeding the other way is Boquist. Boquist high slot. Splits the D and heads to the far corner. And to squeeze it back of the net, and the Hurricanes have it. 7:42 left here in the first. It's sent out in front. Kochetkov with a poke check on Frederick.
Frederick didn't know Kochetkov was going to be that aggressive. He was all alone.
Kuznetsov shoots. Swayman with a blocker. Boquist with a puck. Saucered it ahead. 2-on-2. Frederick up at the line left side against Burns. He'll pull up. Fired it deep. Kochetkov let it roll to Slavin. The Colorado native plays it up the left side, and now Natchez wheels his way in. He'll be a restricted free agent at season's end. And he's had another big campaign. The Bruins lob it out to the neutral zone. Slavin, a couple swipes at it, got it to Natchez. Goes laterally to the center circle. Now he'll pivot back the other way and drills it into the near corner. Around to the far side. Wotherspoon chipped it ahead. The Bruins guided up the middle, and sprinting the other way is Lauko over the line high slot. Trying to flip it to his right. It got deflected.
Yeah, a little quicker there. Move that puck before Burns has a chance to close on you.
On the near side, Lauko with a hit on Drury. The puck just does find its way out. And now Burns, the 2017 Norris Trophy winner, drives it in. Martinook near circle. Hits the brakes. Met immediately by Grzelcyk. The Bruins trying to pry it free. They battle in the near corner. Now Geekie tried to come out of there with it, and Drury shot. He had his stick lift, and the Bruins will golf it back into the Carolina end. Chopped to the near corner. Pesce locked up with Marchand. Flipped it off the glass near side, and out to center ice it comes. Martinook up the middle to Svechnikov. Tailed by Marchand. Drills it over to the near side, and Martinook will dump it in. Our corner, Wotherspoon. Shoveled it back of the net for Carlo. He'll throw it behind the cage to Wotherspoon. Diagonally up the right side to Zacha. Through the middle, Heinen over the line. He'll pound it in. He had a goal and an assist on Thursday in Carolina. Back of the net, Orlov swings a backhand to the far side. 5:43 left here in a scoreless first. Now McAvoy scoops it back of his net. He'll drill it up the right side. Orlov picks it off. Gensel trying to work his way back in. Gensel sent it to the middle of the ice. The Bruins got a piece of it. Now Jarvis hammered against the wall by Zacha. Back of the net, Gensel. The Bruins intercepted but can't clear it. It's driven into the near corner. Gensel has scored it off the puck by McAvoy and then punched him in the side of the head. And I think the referee's going to take both. And then McAvoy goes right back at him. McAvoy just ripped the stick out of his hands. And everybody's having a quick conversation at the near point in the Bruins zone. We're going to take a timeout. 5:09 left here in the first. The Bruins and the Hurricanes are scoreless on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
It's Ford Truck Month. Are you ready? And we're celebrating 47 years as the best-selling trucks in America with special once-a-year offers on Ford F-Series. Featuring the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the 2024 North American Truck of the Year. Celebrate with us, America. This is Ford Truck Month, based on 1977 to 2023 industry reported total sales.
Download free Nugs. Just add the Wendy's app to your phone and get an offer for a free 10-piece with purchase. Yep, it's raining nugs again. One app, all the Wendy's.
Limited time at participating Wendy's. New users only. Account registration required. Terms apply.
It's only human to be passionate, loyal, and all in when it comes to the Bruins. And it's only human to expect the same from your bank. And just like every season, TD will be there for all the wins, losses, and memorable moments. Best of luck this season. TD Bank, the bank of the Boston Bruins. Member FDIC, TD Bank NA.
Stay up to date with all the Boston Bruins injuries during the Catches Law Injury Report on the Boston Bruins Radio Network. Catches Law, the official law firm of the Boston Bruins. They've won over $2 billion for their clients. When you're injured and can't work, turn to Catches Law. There's no fee unless you win. Go to catcheslaw.com to schedule your free consultation today.
If you need tires, think Town Fair Tire. Thinking name brands? We have them all. Thinking price? We beat the competitors. Free services? We have those too. For the guaranteed lowest price, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Service Credit Union is teamed with Bruins defenseman Charlie McAvoy for defending New England's heroes. Service donates $100 for every block shot and $1,000 for every shutout to pay for heart and cancer screenings for New England police and firefighters. Learn more now at servicecu.org/73.
Just had another look at that poke check there by Kochetkov. I mean, he was way out of his net that time. No wonder Trent Frederick didn't expect it. Matching minors for McAvoy and Gensel.
Aho in for the draw. He'll take it against Coyle. So the ice loosened up. It's 4-on-4. Up the left side is Lindholm. He scored an empty netter to seal things in Raleigh on Thursday. Lindholm off a skate to the left point to Brusk. Sent it to the far corner. Coyle tried to hook it back out in front, and it's grabbed by the Hurricanes. Here comes Slavin up the left side. He got knocked off stride by Peak as he tried to get by him. Coyle back of the net, hits the brakes. Coyle picked up a power play goal here on Saturday afternoon. His 7th on the man advantage, far and away a career high. Lindholm will dish it back into his own zone for Wotherspoon. We're 4-on-4 for another minute 15. Scoreless game, 4:23 left here in the first in Boston. Pasternak speeds in, shakes over to the near side. Flipped it up top. Wotherspoon across room. Grzelcyk fires. Knocked down by Kochetkov. The rebound scooped up by Shea. Reversed it over to the near side. Aho's got it. Aho twists to the middle. Carolina's leading scorer, both goals and points. He'll swing deeper into his own end. Sent it to Pesce. Wasn't sure if he was going to pick that up. Natchez now meanders in. High slot. Drops Shea. Shoots. Wotherspoon may have gotten a piece and it goes wide. Now Grzelcyk paddled it to Wotherspoon. 35 seconds left of 4-on-4. Wotherspoon twisting, turning. He'll leave it for Boquist, who just hopped on. And now Pasternak gathers some steam over the line right side. Near point, stops, flipped it back up top. Carlo tried to return it, and Pasternak's pass down low, intercepted by Orlov. Along the near side, Jarvis, watched by Carlo, tries to cut to the middle, shoots off the post. And the Bruins will head the other way.
Short side post that time. Coming in from the left wing side, cutting to the middle.
Heinen couldn't keep the puck in. Jarvis tried to dive to get it to the middle. Svechnikov was by himself. Svechnikov finished his check in the near corner. The Hurricanes don't have a ton of players like that.
No, well, he's unique. He's a big guy. I mean, he's only listed at, 6'2", under 200 pounds, but he looks a lot bigger than that.
250 remaining here in the first, and the penalty box is empty, so each team at full strength. Bruins flip the puck in. Lauko avoids the hit, swats it over to the near side, but Carolina, they have some guys in the back end that can do some damage. Center circle, Frederick. Over the line, left side, Lauko tried to reach to get it to the middle. Gensel scoops it up. The Omaha, Nebraska native trying to get around Grzelcyk and then took a bump from Marchand. Bruins pounded off the end boards, up right wing. McAvoy head up through the middle, over the spoke B, high slot, walks to the right circle. It's poke checked off of his stick, and the Hurricanes in transition. Martin over the line high slot to the far circle. Tried to backhand it toward the front. It never got there. Svechnikov had his stick lifted by McAvoy. McAvoy charges over to the near side, drills it up the left side, and it's poked just inside the Carolina line. Bruins making a few changes.
Couldn't play that puck. Beecher just hopped on the ice, but they couldn't play that puck. Otherwise, it's too many men.
Here's Peak. He'll rush it up the right side. Over the red line, he'll crank it in. 1:43 left here in the first and scoreless. Held in by Wotherspoon. Drilled it left circle. Out in front. Geeky shakes, shoots, and he sent it just wide with a backhand at the far post.
I don't know if he ran out of real estate there or just kind of misfired. Looked like he might have had Kochetkov beat to the blocker side on that deke.
We got an offside here on the Hurricanes, and we'll take a timeout, so we'll get another look. 1:27 left here in the first. Bruins and Hurricanes scoreless. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins radio network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
The Honda you want is here. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Civic or HR-V. So hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R.
If it's big and heavy and gotta go, contact the pros at Removal Pro. Removal Pro of New England specializes in the removal and installation of oil tanks of all shapes and sizes. Removal Pro will also take any size boiler, water heater, or furnace. Visit oilremovalpro.com.
Hi, I'm Charlie McAvoy. Service Credit Union and I are defending New England's heroes. Service will donate up to $100,000 this season to cover heart and cancer screenings for New England's fire and police. Get details at servicecu.org/73.
The Honda you want is here, so bring on the fun. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Accord Hybrid or CR-V Hybrid. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Dunkin' is dropping a new kind of energy. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. It's energy for the fun of it. Available in 2 full-on delicious flavors, Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. It's what you need when your afternoon needs you to get going. A revitalizing burst of caffeine, vitamins, and minerals gives you the energy to turn the fun up to 11. True story. Drop by or order ahead on the Dunkin' app today. Fruit flavored, contains 0% fruit juice. Caffeine from Caffeine and Guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Fans, Bruins Hockey is presented by Timberline Construction, providing truly exceptional service in construction management, pre-construction, design, build, and due diligence support. Learn more at timberlineconstruction.com. Timberline Construction, exceptional, no exceptions.
Face-off in front of the Bruins bench. Zacha, Pasternak, Heinen out there for Jim Montgomery. On the back end, Lindholm and McAvoy. Zacha's going to lean in for the draw against Aho, tied for 15th in the league in scoring. And the linesmen blow the whistle. I think they want the guys just behind the linesmen to make sure that they're set. Hurricanes win the draw. Slavin pumps it in to the far corner now. Lindholm, puck on edge, dribbled it to the far corner. Aho jumped the check, but a nice play by Heinen to reach around with a skate to get it ahead. And now here's McAvoy up right wing. Looks to the middle. Drills it over the line, far side. Heinen around a check to the far circle left of the cage. Try to saucer it out in front. And it's denied by a sliding Carolina defenseman.
Yeah, that was Slavin sliding to take the whole passing lane away. Heinen had 2 options as well. He had one man going to the net, and he had a late man in the slot. That slide by Slavin timed perfectly to take everything away.
Here's Lindholm up the middle. He'll flip it deep into the right corner. Pasternak's there. Jammed it over to the near side. Zacha sent it up top, but Pete couldn't get there fast enough, and he'll scramble back into his own zone. 35 seconds left here in the first and scoreless. Bruins use the left wing boards, drive it just over the Carolina line. Shea, the Minnesota native, pounds it up left wing and out to center ice. Kuznetsov over the line. Poke check. It's drilled into the far corner. Marchand stepped into Pesce. He knocked him down earlier in the period. Far side. Grabbed by Natchez, wings it up top. Teravainen, rink wide, a slow pass to Shea. It's blocked by Geeky, and out to center ice it comes with 5 seconds left. Shea chased back into his own zone by Geeky. Darts behind the net to the far side. Got lined up at the last second by Marchand. Got out of the way and released the puck, and the horn sounded. Bruins have come out playing an edgy game here in this opening 20 minutes. We're through 1. The Bruins and the Hurricanes are scoreless. Stay with us during our first intermission. Pierce and I are going to have a conversation about who may be candidates for the Norris Trophy in the National Hockey League, which goes to the league's best defenseman. That's coming up next on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins radio network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
A
lot has changed since our start in 1960. But what hasn't changed is our commitment to you. Visit MiltonCat.com today to learn why we've been the Northeast's trusted equipment dealer for over 60 years.
The Honda you want is here. Drive in the moment with the road trip ready Accord Hybrid and CR-V Hybrid from Honda. So bring on the weekend getaways. Bring on the far destinations. Bring on the memories. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Accord Hybrid or CR-V Hybrid.
See dealer for financing details.
Hey, it's Maz for DraftKings, an action-packed fight card taking place in Las Vegas for UFC 300, and the DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of UFC, is giving you a chance to get in on the action with a knockout offer for every fight fan. New customers, if you bet on any UFC 300 bout, you can turn $5 into $150 instantly in bonus bets. From the much-anticipated title fight between Pereira versus Hill to the exciting undercard bouts, DraftKings is giving new customers a shot to rack up some bonus bets. Again, just lay down some action on any UFC 300 bet, and you'll get the bonus bets back instantly, no matter what. Just download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. The code is SportsHub, and again, new customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets.
Hope is here. 800-327-5050 or gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Play it smart from the start. GameSenseMA.com. Visit the present in Massachusetts. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/MMA.
Are you a veteran? VA New England Healthcare provides state-of-the-art healthcare benefits to those who served our country. Call 844-VA-CARES and learn more about the benefits you earned and deserve. Call 844-VA-CARES.
Hi, this is Jake DeBrusque, and I'm excited to team up with the Shaws and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub once again for Feeding the Puck for Families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season to help score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate funds to end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive. Locally, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation will be enabling a donation of $100 every time we feed the puck for a goal to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger, up to $50,000. To learn more about Feed the Puck for Families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Hey, DQ fans, behold the DQ freezer, holding all of the DQ Blizzard flavors of the past. Now picture the DQ freezer to bring fan fave frosted animal cookie and legendary brownie batter back for its 20th anniversary. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy taste good.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Anyone can skate in a beer league.
The hockey is just an excuse to get out with the guys and drink beer.
But only the best can skate in the Beers League.
They're a good bunch of guys. Dumber than a sack of hammers, but good.
Here's what's on top of Beersy's list this week.
We're going to talk about some of the Norris Trophy candidates around the National Hockey League. That trophy goes to the league's best defenseman. We've hit the first intermission here in Boston, and the Bruins and the Carolina Hurricanes are scoreless. Let's start here. Peter Laviolette, the head coach of the Rangers, loves having Adam Fox on his blue line.
For me, what I see in his game is his attack inside the game, both defensively and most certainly offensively. The way he's attacking the game is at a different level.
Yeah, I mean, he's special. There's no question about it. He's won the Norris already. I think the Rangers as a team get criticized for not being able to score enough 5-on-5, but I mean, he runs their power play, and it's a dynamic power play, can get shots through from the point, really intelligent back there at the blue line. And I think with Fox, and he's impressed me with his defensive side of the game as well. He's not the biggest guy, but really smart, really intelligent at both ends of the ice. His numbers speak for themselves, and the fact that he's had a Norris before, and he's on the best team, or if not the best team, when you look at points-wise in the NHL.
Lightning defenseman Darren Radish is in awe of his teammate Victor Hedman.
I think a lot works well. He's one of the best in the NHL, and he's probably one of the best ever. So just everything he does, it seems to be the right player, the right decision, and everything he's been touching is pretty much gold.
Yeah, point a game for Hedman this year, 75 points, 74 games. I went back and looked at it a little bit, Judd, to see if it was mostly power play. It's not. It's, he's got a fair amount of power play points, but he's also got the other points to go along with it. his ice time and the fact that they've been depleted on the back end this season, the Tampa Bay Lightning have, and some of the players that they have lost over the last couple of years, and Victor Hedman just keeps chugging along. I mean, beginning of the season, they didn't have Vasilevsky. Yes, Nikita Kucherov's been outstanding for them. Points really picked it up here, but Victor Hedman on that back end has been a mainstay for them, and just, his imposing, presence on that back end. You always know when he's out there, and he's out there half the game. So
Jake DeBrusk calls him the Big Viking. Avalanche head coach Jared Bednar said Cale Makar is a complete player.
He's always thinking one step ahead, so he's going to close you out in the defensive zone. He's already thinking how he can turn that to offense, And, he's just such a well-rounded player, one of the best in the world. And, he is an impact in sort of every aspect of our game.
He's, when you watch him play, his skating is just elite. It's his lateral movement. He's always moving. He's always creating with that movement. He's great at getting his shots through. But, I questioned when he first came in, just because I didn't see him all the time, can he defend? Does he want to defend? Or is it just kind of all offense, go, get the feet moving, coming up through the neutral zone, get the feet moving in the offensive zone? But he's shown that willingness, and it helped them win a Stanley Cup as well. Cale Makar he's a special player. There's guys that you love watching play, you guys, because that they've got that unique skill set. He is definitely one of them. A lot of fun to watch. He's not the only guy on that team you like to watch either.
No. When the Bruins were on their last road trip, we had a chance to catch up with Michael McCarron in Nashville, and he talked about how valuable Roman Josi has been.
He's for sure our team MVP. I think the way he's really turned it on after Christmas with the whole, system thing. He found it after Christmas, and he can fly out there, and obviously he does that for our team every year. It's not surprising. He's won a North before, and he means more to this team than any other player on our team. He's our captain for a reason.
Yeah, what McCarron's talking about system-wise is, they wanted to play a little bit different. They wanted to play that up-tempo, Andrew Burnett behind the bench for the first season. It took some guys a little while to get themselves going, and Forsberg's had an outstanding year. Saros had a great year in net. But Roman Josi is getting some whispers now for the MVP of the NHL. Don't think he's going to get it, but certainly he's in the top few here for this Norris. There's a number of guys that are going to be in contention for Norris, but I think Yossi's got to be right near the top in this type of season that he's had.
All those guys we mentioned, Fox, Hedman, Makar, Josi, they've all won it before. Quinn Hughes could nab his first.
Travis Sanheim with a stretch pass to Farabee at the Canuck blue line. Quinn Hughes' stick was broken, but he breaks up a play in the slot with his skate. His stick had broken, a battle at the blue line.
Well, he leads all defensemen in points, 88 points in 78 games. He's 4 points ahead of Cale Makar. Makar's played 5 less games. But for Quinn Hughes, quarterbacks everything on that power play. We only see Vancouver Canucks play twice a year. But when we've seen them play and we've seen what he's capable of doing, Vancouver's having an outstanding year. Poised to win the Pacific Division, and he's their captain and just a massive part of that. So I think it's going to be a good race here to see exactly who wins the Norris. I think it's one of the closer races this season.
Scoring summary from the first. Neither team able to tally. Shots on goal dead even at 4 apiece, and neither team had a power play in that opening period. The only penalties matching minors to Jake Gensel and Charlie McAvoy for roughing. Mark Dondero has your Sports Hub headlines coming up next on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins radio network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 47 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Apply now at Clinton Savings Bank to get a 5.99 annual percentage rate for the first 6 months on a home equity line of credit. Call 888-744-4272. Some restrictions apply. Offer may be withdrawn at any time. NMLS number 422081. Member FDIC, DIF, and an equal housing lender.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Bruins Radio Network welcome the following new partners. Shell and the Shell Fuel Rewards Program. Bruins fans save big on home game days. Save 25 cents per gallon on Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline with the Fuel Rewards Program. Download the app and and join the Fuel Rewards program. And Nissan. At Nissan, they make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com. From the home of the Bruins, thank you for joining our winning team.
Tito's handmade vodka on game day? Pour me in, coach. From a seat in the stands to the best seat on the couch, root for your favorite team with your favorite team spirit. No matter who's on your roster, lineup, or lucky jersey, make Tito's your first-round bottle pick. Whose house? Tito's house. Find cocktail recipes for every fan at Tito'sVodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Take on all that New England has to offer in the all-new electric Prologue. With the Prologue, you're getting Honda's first all-electric vehicle, coming soon to your local New England Honda dealer. Visit for a great deal today.
The Peterson School is now hiring for new instructors at all 4 locations.
Hi, I'm Adam Norcott, an electrical instructor at the Peterson School. I've learned so much from my students and their experiences, and it's made me a better teacher, foreman, and electrician.
Visit petersonschool.com.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
Mark your calendars. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., Bruins Authentics game-used Centennial Home Jersey Set 2 that were worn from December 3rd, 2023 through February 10th, 2024 will go on sale. These exclusive jerseys are only being worn for the Bruins Centennial, and now is your opportunity to own a unique piece of memorabilia. To learn more, head to BruinsAuthentics.com. The Red Sox, well, they had a pretty bad opening day overall, all around at Fenway Park. Let's start on the field. They were losers today, 7-1 to the Baltimore Orioles. Tyler O'Neill, the one bright spot as he hit his major league leading 6th home run. Sox and O's will be back at it on Wednesday night. Off the field, things didn't get much better. Craig Breslow announced on Tuesday that shortstop Trevor Story will have season-ending shoulder surgery, and that around the same time, the team announced that Nick Pivetta would be put on the 15-day injured list with a right flexor strain. Celtics currently in Milwaukee down 34-17, end of the first quarter. Around the NHL, as we know, scoreless between the Bruins and Hurricanes. The Canadians currently up 1-0 on the Flyers. Red Wings and Capitals scoreless at the end of 1. Lightning and Blue Jackets tied at 1 at the end of 1. Senators down 2-0 to the Panthers end of the first period. End of the first period in New Jersey, the Devils and Maple Leafs tied at 1. And the Rangers trailing the Islanders after 3-0. Sports Hub headlines brought to you by Valvoline. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off your drive-through oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Now open in Franklin, Billerica, and Peabody. I'm Mark Dondero on Boston's Home for Sports, 98.5 The Sports Hub, Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your New England Honda dealer.
Hockey season means it's Peerless Boiler season. Now is the perfect time to replace your old boiler and water heater with a new Peerless Boiler and Pavilion tankless water heater. Don't wait. Act now. Go to PeerlessBoilers.com for a dealer near you. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
All right, so there we were, cruising through the new open-air zoo, when I realized that the park was closing in like 15 minutes. That's when the afternoon took an exciting turn. Luckily, we were in my Nissan Rogue. With its powerful DC turbo engine, well, we had more than enough time to see all the animals. Whoa! And outrun a few!
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get 2.9% APR financing for 72 months on the 2023 Nissan Rogue. Shop at your local Nissan store or at nissanusa.com. For well-qualified buyers, 2.9% APR financing for 72 months on new 2023 Rogue and dealer stock. Example, 72 months financing at $15.15 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to residency restrictions and NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 4/30/24.
Town Fair Tire has the area's largest selection of Toyo tires. Sells them all at the guaranteed lowest price. Offers more free services for life than anywhere else. And Town Fair has well over 100 locations throughout New England and New York. The area's largest inventory of Toyo tires at the guaranteed lowest price, more locations, and the most free services for life. So for your next set of Toyo tires, remember, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Download free Nugs. Just add the Wendy's app to your phone and get an offer for a free 10-piece with purchase. Yep, it's raining nugs again. One app, all the Wendy's.
Limited time at participating Wendy's. New users only. Account registration required. Terms apply.
Granite City Electric Supply is proud to be celebrating 100 years of service in New England. With over 30 branches serving electrical contractors and their exclusive GCE night train overnight delivery, they've built their business on enduring relationships and delivering your supplies. More importantly, Granite City Electric customers always have access to over $50 million of local inventory at the click of a mouse at GraniteCityElectric.com. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs Bracket Challenge presented by Betway is back. And now it's time to take your shot. Face off against family and friends. And take aim at predicting this year's playoffs. Whether you're pulling for the Panthers, going big on the Blue Shirts, or seeing stars all the way, who do you think hoists the cup this year? Sign up today for a chance to win exclusive prizes at NHL.com/bracket.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Bustin'. This is Boston's most listened to sports station. Boston's home for sports. 98.5 Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group Station.
Welcome back to the first intermission at TD Garden. The Bruins and the Hurricanes are scoreless. Our first intermission interview is sponsored by TD Bank, and we're joined downstairs by Bruins forward Trent Frederick. Freddie, in that first period, you had a couple of chances. Were there some common threads that allowed you to get those opportunities, and how'd they develop?
Yeah, I think, just trying to use my feet, trying to skate a little bit, keep those moving. I think, they're a man-to-man team, so if we can get out and spread them out, you get a little more looks.
I know you haven't had a lot of reps playing with Jake DeBrusk and Jesper Boqvist, but as you play a little bit more, what's starting to feel a little better?
Yeah, I mean, they're both really good players. They're just trying to figure out kind of how we work together. And obviously, those two guys are really good skaters. So anytime we can get into transition with these teams, and those guys can beat guys wide and make a ton of plays off there.
Last thing, Freddie, it seemed like the Bruins came out with some extra edge. Did it feel that way down on the ice?
Yeah, I think so. I think, what do we have, a day or two in between games, which is nice. And I think when we play these guys, it's a bit of a rivalry, and I think we get up for it.
Thanks, Freddie.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
It's only human to be passionate, loyal, and all in when it comes to the Bruins, and it's only human to expect the same from your bank. And just like every season, TD will be here for all the wins, losses, and memorable moments. TD Bank, the bank of the Boston Bruins, member FDIC, TD Bank, NA. Both teams back on the ice. We're about ready to start the second period. Bruins working right to left. Carolina, the best second period team in the league. They are plus 35.
Kind of a funny period to dissect, right? I mean, it was kind of a sluggish start to the game, and it was a lengthy review on if the puck crossed the goal line or not. When Natchez put it on net from a sharp angle, and it was a fraction of that puck was still on the goal line, so the Bruins got away with that one. Really not a lot of great opportunities for either team. Maybe the best chance by Trent Frederick, possibly. There was a puck that hit a post by Jarvis off the left wing side, but shots on goal, 4 apiece. The hitting was up there, though. I mean, I thought the Bruins, Marchand took a couple of runs at guys, and he wasn't alone. There were a couple of them. So we'll see where this thing goes. And I think the second period is when Carolina kind of put on their push the last time these two teams met, but they were also aided by some power plays, including a 5-on-3. No penalties at all in the first period by either team. Well, it was matching minors. No power plays. No power plays.
Just the matching minors, yeah. Gensel and McAvoy, each for roughing. Here's Martinook. He'll pedal over the line, flipped it into the far corner. Wotherspoon gets there first. Puck almost squirted out in front. The Bruins made sure that it didn't.
There's your first penalty.
Wow. I wasn't sure if they got him. And the call is going to be issued here. It's going to be for a trip. 19:25 left here in the second, and we're scoreless.
Geeky for the trip.
So Carolina will put its vaunted power play on the ice. He got him. With a stick, he whacked his left foot. Carolina's power play second best in the league, and on the road, number 1. Bruins penalty kill 7th. at 82.5%. Carolina wins the draw. Up top to Burns. Flipped it over to the far side. The Bruins intercept and clear. It's banked off the left corner boards. Here's Brent Burns slowly ahead. The Hurricanes also get a ton of production, especially goals from the back end. Only Colorado's defensemen have more collected goals. Back of the net picked off by the Bruins. They don't drill it out. High slot now Burns. Near side. Flip back to Burns. High slot to Gensel. Bumps it over to the far wall. Back to Gensel. Shoots wide. Rebound Teravainen. Swings it up top. Here's Burns. Near point Teravainen hits the brakes. Teravainen dish to the center point. Not a Teravainen. Try to kick to the stick. Aho, center point, right of the net. Deflected on net by Jarvis's skate and stopped by Swayman.
Jarvis
and it's cleared.
Turned his skate that time. He didn't get a stick on it. He turned his skate to get that puck on net. Bruins had a chance to clear right off the bat there. And Carlo, that puck was kept in by Gensel out at the blue line as Carlo tried to clear it.
Bruins short for another 58 seconds. Scoreless game. Back of the Bruins net. Peak. Shoulder the puck up the near side, and here's an odd man chance maybe for the Bruins. Heinen over the line right side. Into the right circle. Shoots, and it's deflected over the glass by Shea.
Yeah, McAvoy tried to make that a 3-on-1, but good back check that time all the way back into the zone by Nason to make sure that that puck, Heinen wasn't able to get that puck to McAvoy coming late.
Face off in the right circle to Carolina end. Coyle's going to lean in for the face-off. He'll take it against Kuznetsov. 45 seconds left in the Geeky penalty. 18:09 left here in the second, and the game is scoreless. Carolina controls off the draw. It's Shea, back of his net. Up the right side. Watched by Coyle. Coming late is Natchez. He'll flip it ahead, and it's cranked in. Cut off by Swayman. Peek back of the net. He'll drill it off the glass. It bounces just out to center ice, and the Bruins have it. And Marchand will fling it into the right corner of the Carolina end. Coyle ties up with Shea. And now the puck squirts out in front. We got a penalty here on Marchand.
Yeah, well, Coyle had his stick being held in behind the net. And the Bruins wanted a penalty there that didn't get called. And then Nason came out from behind the net, and Marchand's coming in to finish the hit on him. And they're going to say that he clipped him. Tripping call.
So it'll be a 14-second two-man advantage. Shea has a hold of Coyle's stick between his legs.
It's a pretty good hit by Marchand. It's unfortunate result. Nason tried to move to the middle, but he didn't stick his leg out at all here. And there should have been a holding the stick call just prior to it.
Face off in the far circle of Bruins end.
Well, Bruins got in penalty trouble against Carolina last time these two teams played in the second period.
Carolina in the first two games.
That's a tough call, though.
Combined went 3 for 6 against the Bruins. On the power play, the Bruins win the draw and rocketed out to center ice. It hit the curved glass. Yeah. Bad break. Yeah. And the faceoff will stay in.
And Carlo asking the linesman, shouldn't the faceoff go to the neutral zone? But no, it's where the puck originated from.
8 seconds left on the two-man advantage. Aho will take the draw against Coyle. Coyle dominant on Saturday afternoon against the Panthers in the face-off circle, and the Bruins as a team won 60%. Way above their average. And Aho wins it. I think Coyle also went forward with it, and this puck goes all the way down. Teravainen in front of his net. So Geeky is out. It's a 5-on-4 for 1:43. Aho flipped it into the far corner. Jammed around to the near side. They battle for it at the near hash. The Bruins bounce it up to the near point, and Burns couldn't keep it in. And this faceoff will come out to center ice.
And now he's barking. Now you got both teams into it.
17:09 left here in the second and scoreless.
Rob Brindamore not happy. He's right across the blue line. I thought Burns kept it in, to be honest with you, but linesman's right on the line and a lot closer than us.
How long do you think Brent Burns has been growing that beard?
Well, when him and Thornton played together, it was comical watching the two of them at San Jose.
Bruins win the draw, chip it all the way down. It's almost down to his skate laces. Back of his net, here's Burns. He'll stop. He's a big man, 6'5", 230. Leaves it for Jarvis.
He's all of it. He's huge.
Center circle. Over the line right side. Jarvis cranked it off the inboards over to the far side. And up top, the Bruins kick the puck out to the neutral zone as Heinen forced Jake Gensel. 1 minute to go on the man advantage. Hurricanes drag it in, chop it to the near circle. Aho wings it out in front. Zaka had his stick there just in case. Up top now Burns. Right circle. The shot fired by Teravainen is blocked. And the Bruins motor the other way. Up left wing is McAvoy. He'll flip it softly to the left corner. The Bruins will make some changes. Heinen down low. Forces Aho to play the puck. 38 seconds left on the Marchand penalty. Now Jarvis over the line right side. Twirls around to check. Had it poke check. Burns tried to swerve to the far side. The Bruins brush it out to center ice. 25 seconds left in the Carolina power play. We're scoreless. 4 minutes into the second period. Puck kicked into the Bruins zone. Far corner cut off by Carlo. Tried to trap it. Couldn't get enough leverage to go up the far side. Now Beecher lost it. Sent out in front. And Nason's drive stopped by Swayman, who squared up. Bruins rim it around. Nason kept it in. High slot Natchez. Fired by Shea, and Swayman out to challenge. Snares it with the left hand as Marchand leaves the penalty box.
That's a good save. His best of the game, I think, there from Swayman. The one just prior to, and then that glove save. There weren't a lot of volume in terms of shots, but you had one hit the post, and you had the one that snuck in behind him from a sharp angle that barely stayed out of the net in the first period. And also a giveaway on a handoff. So it was a little shaky in that first period, but a couple real good saves here at the tail end of this power play.
Bruins only giving up 3 shots thus far in the period. We're scoreless, 15 and a half left here in the second. Carolina wins the draw. Shea a drive. That got out in front, but didn't get to Swayman. Bruins trying to muscle it ahead. Geekie working against Stahl. Now Svechnikov centering feed. Slipped up the far side. Held in at the left point just barely by the Hurricanes. Along the near side, Svechnikov had it poke checked. Geekie tries to battle to get it out. Swatted up top. Shea fires and Swayman again out on top of the blue paint with the glove, and he holds.
As Between the Pipes is sponsored by Charles D. Sheehy. If you're in the piping trades, you need to call Charles D. Sheehy, Boston's premier piping and mechanical product supplier. Sheehy is driven to deliver. Between the Pipes for Carolina, Pyotr Kochetkov, and for the Bruins, it's Jeremy Swayman today.
A little conversation was going on in the far corner just before this faceoff. Jordan Stahl was involved. Bruins, with the benefit of the last change plan on home ice, will send McAvoy out on the back end along with Lindholm. 15:09 left here in the second and scoreless.
Judd, games we're keeping an eye on. Capitals and Red Wings, they're scoreless. The New York Islanders out to a 3-0 lead over the New York Rangers.
By the way, Detroit had 16 shots in that first period. Puck pounded up the left side. The Bruins can't get it out. Gensel sweeps to the far wall. Jarvis shoots, blocked. And over the glass it goes. 14:59 left here in the second. And we are scoreless. The Bruins are going to be back at TD Garden next Tuesday against the Ottawa Senators at 7 o'clock. Be there for the Bruins' final home game of the regular season. Visit bostonbruins.com/tickets. Carolina wins the faceoff. Driven by Orlov. Blocker save made by Swayman. That was a rocket. Near corner, Zaka sent it to the middle, and out comes Pasternak. Hasn't played a lot because of the penalty kills early in the second. He'll brush it into the near corner. Back of the net is Jarvis. Up the left side, he'll speed ahead. Long right wing feed, missed Gensel. Gensel has it back of the net. Scored it off the puck easily by Lindholm, and the Bruins saucered up the right side and out to center ice. Pounded back to the Bruins zone. Aho rejected at the line by Lindholm. Chatfield with it. Left wing feed to Jarvis. Shoots, and Swayman a chest save, and he holds, and McAvoy right in his face.
Bruins, I know that they had to kill a couple of penalties here to start this second period, but really have not had the puck at all down in the offensive zone. You had that chance from Heinen shorthanded. that looked promising, but got through the penalty trouble. Now it's time to get yourself moving a little bit offensively here. It's got the feel of a game that, I don't know, from where we sit, Judd, it's like, all right, time for the playoffs to get going here.
Carolina comes in 5 points behind the Rangers.
They're pretty much solidified in their spot, and the Bruins almost solidified in the top spot in the Atlantic.
Bruins with a 5-point lead over the Florida Panthers, who at last check were winning. Both teams have played the same number of games. That's against the Ottawa Senators. Gloved ahead, and here's Grizzly. 3-on-2. Over the line high slot. Flips to the right circle. Frederick shoots. Kochetkov made that save with his mask. And we've got to stop. I think they're going to have to do some repairs there on Kochetkov's mask. It looked like it hit him right above the grill.
Nothing's settled yet, Judd, in terms of standings as far as where the Bruins are going to finish. Florida can still catch them mathematically. The only thing that could change a little bit is the Rangers and the Bruins, right? They both played 78 games, playing their 79th here today. Right now, the Bruins are 3 points behind the Rangers. And as we mentioned, the Rangers right now are losing 3-0. Win by the Bruins, lost by the Rangers in regulation. All of a sudden, it's 1 point. So that would change the whole outlook of who you're going to play in the first round. You either play a first wild card or the second wild card, depending on where you finish there.
And I think they're going to carry the mask over to the Hurricanes bench to have the equipment manager take a look at it. 14:02 left here in the second, and we're scoreless.
And if they had some, I don't know if it's a league mandate or not, but if they had some common sense, they would go to commercial break right now with only 2 seconds before we're supposed to. Well, they get the mask fixed, but
common sense.
All right. I don't know. Must be just a mandate, though. What do we know?
After today's game, the Bruins won't play again until Saturday night, and it's an 8 o'clock start in Pittsburgh. The Bruins' first visit to the Steel City this year. And they will end the road portion of the regular season in Washington. Come back home the following day to face off against the Ottawa Senators.
Well, that game's going to mean a lot for Pittsburgh. It's going to mean a lot for Washington.
Remember the way Pittsburgh ended the season last year? Over the line right side, Drury shoots, Swayman again out at the top of the crease, making an easy save. We'll take a timeout. 13:52 left here in the second. We're scoreless. Bruins and Hurricanes on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Hey, it's Charlie Coyle. I've teamed with Unicare, Franklin Sports, and 98.5 The Sports Hub to encourage more Massachusetts youth to improve their mental health by engaging in physical activity. Franklin Sports will donate $15,000 in athletic equipment to help kids get out and play. Get details at 985thesportshub.com/first responders.
Escape the lows of New England winters with a home equity line of credit from Clinton Savings Bank. Perfect for home improvements, tuition, debt consolidation, and dream vacations. Talk to us today about an introductory annual percentage rate of just 5.99% on our home equity line of credit for the first 6 months. Clinton Savings Bank. Go beyond banking. Call 888-744-4272 for details about credit costs and terms. Some restrictions apply. Offer may be withdrawn at any time. NMLS number 422081. Member FDIC, DIF, and an equal housing lender.
Join New Hampshire Liquor and Wine Outlet on a West Coast rendezvous during our Pacific Pour Savings event. Now through April 28th, save 20% off the purchase of 12 or more bottles of wine from Washington, Oregon, and California. Whether you savor the bold flavors of Washington, the crisp elegance of Oregon, or the sun-kissed richness of California, now is your chance to uncork the savings. For more info, visit liquorandwineoutlets.com. Discount valid on 375 and 750 milliliter size bottles only. Please drink responsibly.
So here, if you're a plumber, pipe fitter, or in the piping trades, then you need to call my friends at Charles D. Sheehy for any of your piping product needs. Sheehy is proud to work with the region's best life science, biotech, and pharma contractors to help them deliver their projects on time and within budget. Sheehy is driven to deliver.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
This second period face-off is sponsored by WellPoint, formerly Unicare, which is teamed with Charlie Coyle, Massachusetts State and Local Police, professional firefighters in Massachusetts, and Bruins Radio for face-offs for first responders, to encourage first responders to ask for help when the job gets to be too much. Get started on your path to whole health now at wellpoint.unicare.com. Face-off in the right circle, the Bruins end. We're scoreless. Played about 6 minutes here in the second period. Evgeny Kuznetsov will lean in for the draw. He was a guy late in February that entered NHL player assistance, spent about a month there, was cleared. The Capitals put him on waivers, assigned him to Hershey, and then afterward, shortly, the Capitals traded him to Carolina with Washington retaining half of his salary. He's got another year left. And it was interesting, the owner commented on the trade. Up the middle, here's Beecher. Got lined up by Shea. Squeezes the puck into the near corner. Back of the net, Pesci. Bumped it to his partner. Far side, Carlo. Back of the net, Van Riemsdyk. Spins off a check. Protects near side. Up top to Grizzly. Shot it back down low off the skate. Lauko has his stick tied up. Kochetkov dropped the stick and grabbed the puck with his blocker.
Yeah, Lauko just couldn't get free there in front of the net. Yeah, Van Riemsdyk there as well. Couldn't locate that puck. It was just in their feet. For Kuznetsov, I think it's a good gamble. He's a world-class player when he's on, and who knows what he went through. We don't know that. But they did say he needed a change of scenery getting out of Washington, right?
They did. Puck is slapped up the far side and out to center ice, and Peak will hammer it in. But Tom Dundon, the owner, said it's a huge risk given the situation. Now, Justin Williams is in the organization as an advisor to hockey operations and ownership, and he was a guy who vouched for Kuznetsov, having played with him and won a Stanley Cup in Washington. And he said, had Williams not vouched for him as Peak lost his edge into the far corner, he said we probably would not have taken the risk. Puck sent.
Yeah, Williams played when they won the Stanley Cup, and Kuznetsov was leading the league in scoring for the playoffs.
Puck drilled off the end boards. It's gloved by Swayman just behind the far post. 12:24 left here in the second. Brad Marchand having a conversation with the referees. He's about to change.
So is Peak, who went down behind the net.
Face off in the far circle of Bruins end. Aho will take the draw against Zacha. The two centermen asked to reset. And now they're going to redo this. Who are they going to kick out? They're asking.
Just back up.
The guys in the far hash marks not creep into the circle. Zacha wins the draw. Relayed up the left side and out to center ice. Here's Slavin back at his own line. It's banked ahead and flipped into the right corner of the Bruins zone. Lindholm dished it back of the net. McAvoy popped it up the near side. It hit the referee. Comes right back to him. Bruins will wheel the other way. Over the line left side, Zacha. Got a guy driving, pulls up, swept it back of the net. Slavin chipped it to the far corner. He's got it. And cranked it up the far side out to center ice. The Bruins snag it back into their own zone. Lindholm up the left side. Heinen kicks to the stick. Goes across the red line. And then it's poke-checked away from him. Aho into the slot. Jarvis backhand. Swam in the stave. He stopped him with the right leg. 11:39 left here in the second, and we're scoreless.
Yeah, the Bruins have full possession here in the neutral zone. They try to go cross ice here to McAvoy. He's going to take it off the skate, but it bounces past him. And then up the left wing, Lindholm comes over to confront, but Jarvis beats everybody up the ice on the right side and gets this pass in the middle. He's a right shot coming in from the right side. Try to go to the backhand, and Jeremy Swayman stays with him with the blocker and that right pad.
Swayman comes in 8th in the league in goals against, 5th in save percentage. He and Linus Ullmark, their numbers are virtually identical. Ullmark 9th in goals against, 4th in save percentage. Off the faceoff, Q. Deshay fires. That got blocked, and the Bruins have it. Bank it up the far side. Here's Frederick 2-on-1 over the line with DeBrusk into the right circle. Shoots, Kochetkov the save, and he holds with DeBrusk just behind him.
The Bruins have had a couple of odd man rushes in this game, and I think they made the right decisions to take that shot. That's Frederick improving his angle, coming in from the right wing side. He's a left shot. He's inside the dot. He's got DeBrusk going to the net on the other side. I don't think he can get the puck to him. And rips this shot Kochetkov, who's not had much this period, he had one shot off the melon, and that one into the midsection for his 2 saves this period.
Freddie stayed for a while near Kochetkov so he could see the replay on the video wall.
Remember a couple of years ago, maybe it was last year, in fact, Kochetkov, he was fuming leaving this building after losing it in overtime. Or
I remember he threw a nutty.
Oh, he did.
I'm trying to remember what the occasion was. Pesce, back of his net, the Tarrytown, New York native. Played at UNH, will leave it back of the cage for Shea. Banked up the near side, Pesce. Ooh, that was nearly a dangerous pass. The Bruins retrieve it, flip it into the near corner. Back of the net, Kochetkov turns over the stick. Backhands it softly to the near side. Here's Kuznetsov. He'll swing it over the line, far side, pounded down low by Shea. Grizzly through his legs over to the near side. Near corner, it's Boquist. He'll wing it behind the net. That pass connects with McAvoy up the middle now. Grizzly center circle. Angling left, drills it off the glass. Kochetkov got a piece of it behind the net. Oh, Chatfield got finished hard by Frederick. Far side, the Hurricanes will crank it all the way down. They're saying no icing here. As Wotherspoon dribbled it to the far corner. Pete dished it up the far side. Here's Beecher. Kind of one-handed in and got deflected. Grabbed by Chatfield at the red line. Here, coming out of the back of that helmet, back of the net. Wotherspoon zipped it up the near side, held in at the point. Now Wotherspoon brace for the contact with Nason. We're halfway through the second. The game is scoreless. The Bruins as a team have only allowed 5 goals in their last 4 games. Now, the puck held in by Orlov as he swooped around to check. Bruins dig it free. Wotherspoon.
Nowhere to go there.
Puck cranked into the far corner. Carolina hasn't been able to apply their normal forechecking pressure, but the Bruins can't get it out.
Yeah, it's twice the defense here for the Bruins.
Fost, right circle, up top Chatfield. Little screen out in front. That's Stahl. That's a big human. Chatfield, right corner, Fost. Wings it out in front. It's deflected to the far side. Martinic far corner.
Yeah, this line, 4th line for the Bruins, 3rd pair for the Bruins, stuck out there right now.
Up backhanded behind the net. Peak. Drives his guy to the end board. Swept out in front and Swayman the save.
Stahl with a spin around pass to the front of the net for Svechnikov.
Now, puck fed left to the net. Here's Svechnikov in the near corner. Dangles around to check. Back of the cage. Goes lacrosse style and off the crossbar.
He thinks it went in.
We're going to know here in a second.
If the horn goes, we'll know it went in.
Over the line right side is Stahl. Jammed off the puck. Here's Coyle. Flipped it over to the far side. Carolina had a close call in the first period on a puck that they thought trickled off of Swayman and over the line.
To be clear, they're reviewing it while, puck went in. While play goes on, they're reviewing it. So this is going to be a lacrosse-style goal for Svechnikov, who came in from behind the net and goes over the right shoulder of Jeremy Swayman.
So they'll put some time back on the clock, and we'll get a look at this.
The play's under review to determine if there's a goal prior to the whistle.
Right now, there's 8:34 left in the second.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it hit the back bar.
What a move. He had the chance just prior to, and then he made a nice move on Beecher in the corner to free himself up, and he's going to tuck this just under the bar. It's going to go off that back bar and out over the right shoulder of Swayman. What a goal.
After review, the shot at 9:05 for Carolina fully crossed the goal line. Therefore, this is a goal.
So Svechnikov opens the scoring with his 19th, and the Bruins behind with 9:05 left here in the second. They've been outshot this period 9-2. Part of that was aided by 2 early minor penalties. Geekie took one at 35 seconds, and Brad Marchand at 2:22.
Have not gained any traction in the offensive zone in this game. Their chances have been off the rush. Had a couple of odd man rushes. There really hasn't been any, wear Carolina down in that offensive end. They haven't had it here today so far.
Here's Shea, back of his net. Hangs it up the near side, and this is deflected into the Bruins zone, cut off by McAvoy.
That last shift, Judd, Wallace had a chance to clear, but he really didn't have an out. He was under pressure, and there was nobody up on that left wing side. Peak had a chance to clear, wasn't able to do it.
Gensel left to the net, scraped it out in front.
And Svechnikov made the move on Beecher down low to get some separation.
Puck sent to the far side of the Bruins zone. Pastrnak with a bump. And the puck glides ahead, but not out. Now the Bruins get it ahead. Here's Pastrnak over the line. Oh, if he grabs that, he might have had a step on Pesce. Bruins making some changes. Up the far side, Pesce lifts the backhand ahead. The Bruins grab it, bounce it ahead off a Carolina glove. And we have a stop here. 8:06 left here in the second. 1-0 Hurricanes.
Hand pass, I believe.
I'm guessing that's what they're calling. And we'll take a timeout. 1-0 Hurricanes. 8 minutes left here in the second on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
The Honda you want is here. Drive in the moment. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Passport or Ridgeline and a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Pilot.
See dealer for financing details.
It's only human to be passionate, loyal, and all in when it comes to the Bruins. And it's only human to expect the same from your bank. And just like every season, TD will be there for all the wins, losses, and memorable moments. Best of luck this season. TD Bank, the bank of the Boston Bruins. Member FDIC, TD Bank N.A.
Bosch tools are built for workers. Bosch's powerful hammer drill has kickback control to help work go more smoothly when you need it. The 2-in-1 impact driver and wrench quickly changes between bits and sockets, so you only need one tool instead of two. And the X-Lock grinder switches wheels up to 5 times faster than standard grinders. Bosch tools take care of the job and you. Bosch Tools, what hard workers deserve. Learn more at BoschTools.com.
Hey, DQ fans, behold the DQ freezer, holding all of the DQ Blizzard flavors of the past. Now picture the DQ freezer to bring fan fave frosted animal cookie and legendary brownie batter back for its 20th anniversary. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy taste good.
The Honda you want is here. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Accord and a 2.9% APR on a 2024 CR-V. So hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
So Andrei Svechnikov opens the scoring his 19th from Jordan Staal and Jacob Slavin at 10:55. And the Bruins now 1-0 with 8:06 left here in the second period. Faceoff will be in the right circle in the Carolina end. Svechnikov got a little bit of a late start to the season, recovering from major knee surgery. He's had some of those issues during his career. But an incredibly talented player who was taken second overall in the 2018 draft. Coyle taps the stick. He'll lean and take the draw against Fost. Early movement. They're going to kick out Coyle. Nope, they're going to kick out Jordan Staal. So Martinook's going to have to take it against Coyle. And Coyle wins it. Bruins set a pick. Deal the puck into the near circle. McAvoy trying to catch up to it. Slammed off the glass and swept all the way down by Svechnikov. This is going to be icing.
It's another icing call sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka. Enjoy the game with a glass of Tito's on ice. Tito's cocktail of the week is the Tito's Transfusion. For tonight's recipe, go to 985thesportshub.com.
Face off in the far circle in the Carolina end. And a subtle change by Jim Montgomery. He's going to put Zacha, Marchand, and Pastrnak out there.
Offensive zone faceoff after an icing.
Zacha's got to take the draw against Staal, and Zacha wins it near side. Marchand left of the net. Oh, he passed it a little bit too hard for Pastrnak, who wanted to scoop it out and move up front. Staal trying to chip it ahead. The Bruins pry it free. And now they'll work their way back in. It's pounded in by Lindholm to the far side.
We'll see if he sticks, Jim Montgomery does with the line, because as a team that generated next to nothing offensively.
Now Svechnikov chipped it up the middle, almost kept in by McAvoy. And the puck coasts in front of Swayman's net, pounded over to the far side. Here's McAvoy. Left wing feed through some legs. Pasternak couldn't hold on to it. Chatfield's got it near circle. Spins it over to the far side. 1-0 Carolina, 7 minutes to go here in the period. Svechnikov ripped it wide of the far post. Back of the net, Svechnikov. Chipped it to the right point. Burns shoots, jammed over to the far side. Slavin fires. Swayman the save. Rebound, they score! Teravainen out in front, got that loose puck. And quickly, it's 2-0 Hurricanes.
Yeah, I think Svechnikov might get the helper on this as well. Shot comes in from the left point. It's stopped by Swayman, and then Svechnikov sends this puck back in front. And I couldn't tell whether Teravainen had a glance off his skate or he actually got a stick on it, but out to the left point, shot comes through. And then a little change of direction by Teravainen. Yeah, he got it off his skate. It was either him or Lindholm's skate. Oh, no, he did get it with his stick. Yep. Just enough to slide it between the legs. A couple different angles, a couple different looks.
Bruins have 6 shots in the game.
Yep. 2 this period.
Up the near side, here comes DeBrusk. Up left wing, twirls over the line, far side. And it's slapped away from him. Slavin working his way ahead to Natchez, high slot. Sent it over to the far side. DeBrusk separates Teravainen from the puck, lifts it to the far point, and then the puck chop off a leg and out to center ice. Carolina, the 3rd best defensive team in the league, and the hardest team to get shots on goal against. Here's DeBrusk. He'll chip it in. Both teams changing. 6:10 left here in the second. Carolina with a 2-0 lead. The puck angled into the Bruins zone. Peak scrambled over to the near side. Dished it back out in front for Wotherspoon. Up the right side, Frederick. Banked it ahead, Boquist. In it goes. Back of the net, Kochetkov. Had it intercepted by Heinen. We're going to have a penalty here on the Hurricanes. Now Peak feeds to the far side. Boquist protects. Bruins get the extra attacker on. Wotherspoon shoots wide. And the Hurricanes touch up. Bruins going to the power play for the first time. Trailing 2-0 with 5:38 left in the second. On the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 47 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Timberline Construction is a proud partner of the Boston Bruins radio network, and just like the pros, success in the commercial construction industry requires a strong, smart team with no exceptions commitment to excellence. Trust Timberline with your next commercial project. TimberlineConstruction.com. Timberline Construction. Exceptional, no exceptions.
Did you know that VA New England Healthcare provides the very best medical care for our nation's heroes? Did you or a loved one serve this great country? You might be eligible for free health care. Find out right now by calling 844-VA-CARES. That's 844-VA-CARES. Or visit the VA website at vacares.us. Look, if you or a loved one served this country, get the health care you earned and deserve.
Download free Nugs. Just add the Wendy's app to your phone and get an offer for a free 10-piece with purchase. Yep, it's raining Nugs again. One app, all the... Wendy's.
Limited time at participating Wendy's. New users only. Account registration required. Terms apply.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
The first power play is brought to you by Bosch Tools, engineered for efficiency, comfort, and ease. Bosch Tools are built to keep workers going at full strength. Bosch Tools, what hard workers deserve. Bruins need a little momentum. They're trailing 2-0. Both goals for Carolina coming this period. The first at 10:55 and the follow-up at 13:05. Face-off in the near circle at Carolina end. Carolina #1 in penalty killing in the league. The Bruins power play has drifted to 12th. And 2 for its last 24. Off the draw, pulled free by Orlov. Hammered it back of the net. Far corner stall. Race for the contact And the puck skids up the left side and back into the Bruins end.
Battle lost there off the faceoff because that was a 50-50 puck.
Here comes Zacha. Center circle. Feeds to Pasternak. He'll drift in. Saucers to Zacha. Out in front. Van Riemsdyk shoots. Blocked. Oh, that was promising, and it's cleared. Back of his net. Here's McAvoy. 5 minutes to go here in the second. Bruins on the power play. Another minute 25. Up the left side. Pasternak. Stepping up was Jarvis, and the Bruins will have to back up. Reorganize. Up the middle. Here's Zacha. Speeds in. Over the line. Right point. Now Van Riemsdyk jams it down low. Back of the net. Marchand. Puck took a funny hop. But Carolina doesn't clear. Second attempt. Bruins keep it in. Left of the net. Marchand into the slot. Zacha shoots. Blocked by Orlov, and over the glass it goes.
Big block by Orlov, and then you had the other one that was blocked in front. Van Riemsdyk was set up beautifully, walking from right to left, trying to get this shot away, and that was a quick 2-on-1 that formed in front of the net, and Bruins with two really good looks and don't get a shot on either one of them. Slavin had the first one.
Face off in the far circle of Carolina, and 57 seconds left on the Bruins power play. Jim Montgomery had mentioned guys aren't seeing plays that are there. Carolina wins the draw. It's pumped all the way down by Slavin. Set up by Swayman. Up the middle, here's Lindholm. He'll carry ahead. Pasternak with speed, shakes over the line, far side. Bumped up top, here's Lindholm, high slot. Near circle, it's Coyle. Shoots deflected. Kochetkov the save. A good tip by DeBrusk.
That was a good setup.
And
one of the
cleared.
Hurricanes fell down up top there. Lindholm has an opportunity to shoot. Instead, he dishes over to the left side to Coyle, and then Coyle in front, looking for the redirect from DeBrusk.
Lindholm to Pasternak. Saucers to the near side, and it's intercepted and cleared. 15 seconds left in the Shea penalty. Back of his net. It's Lindholm. He'll carry ahead slowly. Right wing feed. Coyle enters. Swerves around a check. Puck poked to the far side. And Shea is out of the box. So the Bruins 0 for 1. Do they get any momentum from that chance, however? Far hash. Again, a scrum for the puck. Bruins trying to kick it free. Martinook's got it. And he plays it off as sticking out to center ice. Bruins were in the midst of changing. That could have been close. Now Lauko, right wing. McAvoy around a check into the right circle. Fakes, centers, and it deflects off Frederick. Right circle now. Here's Boquist. Peels it back. Fires. Rejected into the slot. Now it's fired. They score! Charlie McAvoy! McAvoy from just inside the near circle. Blisters one by Kochetkov. And the Bruins with life. It's the Hurricanes 2 and the Bruins 1.
Well, Kochetkov got a piece of this, but just not quite enough. This puck relayed up the ice, and the Bruins, McAvoy tries to make this pass in front. It gets blocked away. It was intended for Frederick, but he keeps it alive. Now they're going to rotate it. McAvoy's going to stay nice and deep here in the zone, and this pass over to him in the left wing circle, and he's going to one-time this shot. Lauko tried to shoot it, actually got blocked, and went right to McAvoy, and it broke between the right arm and body of Kochetkov, because he was over there.
So it's a one-goal game for McAvoy. That's his 12th.
They needed that. Only their 8th shot of the game. We're almost through 2 periods.
Peak. He tried to fire it up the near side. He ran right into the referee. The referee trying to get out of the pile. Back of the net. Here's Wotherspoon. Chased by Drury. And the Bruins will exit. Here's Boquist over the line. Had it poke checked off his stick by Chatfield. Race for the puck. Boquist gets there first. Up top, Wotherspoon. Rink wide, Peak shoots. Kochetkov the save as Lauko nearly got a tip. 2:34 left here in the second. 2-1 Hurricanes.
Yeah, it's hockey season. It's Peerless Boiler season. Replace your old boiler and water heater with a new Peerless Boiler and Pavilion tankless water heater. Find your local dealer at peerlessboilers.com. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
McAvoy on Saturday set a new career high with 11 goals. Give him 12 now. Face off in the right circle in the Carolina end. Coyle, Geeky, Marchand out. Stall out for the D-zone draw. Grizzlick and McAvoy now on the back end. And Stahl's kicked out of the faceoff. And he is barking at the linesman positioned along the near side of the neutral zone. Martinook will step in. And now Coyle's kicked out of there. So Geeky's going to take it. Anybody gets kicked out now. And Coyle's giving it to the linesman dropping the puck. Geeky wins it. Here's McAvoy to the right hash. Took a shoulder from Stahl, stays with it. Stahl pries it free, muscled it ahead. And it's deflected deep into the Bruins zone. Svechnikov in the near corner. Svechnikov near side. Now it's flipped over to the far wall. Slavin shoots, deflected. Swayman the save. And the Bruins looking to exit. Left wing feed just a little bit too far for Geeky.
Svechnikov finishes hit on McAvoy.
Up the left side, Grizzlick. Svechnikov took an undisciplined penalty against the Bruins on Thursday in Raleigh. In fact, his head coach, Rod Brindamore, said he knows that stuff just cannot happen. Here's Burns slowly up the right side. Indirect off the wall. Jarvis fires it down low. Peak wanted to wheel it around to the far side. Instead, it deflects up the near side back into the Carolina end. Pasternak racing forward. Knotted up with Shea. Pasternak to Heinen left of the net. Back of the net to the far side. Pesce stripped him of the puck. The Bruins reach back. Get command of it in the neutral zone. They're going to have to tag up. 1:20 left here in the second period. Aho nearly swiped it cleanly from Wotherspoon. Peak gets it back for him. Now it's jammed up the left side. Heinen wings it through the middle. 3-on-2 over the line right side. Peak. Right circle. Peak. Centered. And it's picked out of there. And the Hurricanes will head the other way. Aho glides over the line far side. Centered. Swayman stops it. He'll cover up with 55 seconds left in the second. 2-1 Hurricanes.
Avidia Bank and Patrice Bergeron have teamed up again this season for Assists for Kids. For every Boston assist, they'll donate $50 up to $37,000 to help Metro West youth hockey players pay for hockey. Get details at avidiabank.com/Team Bergeron. Avidia Bank, honest to goodness, member FDIC, member DIF.
Jacob Lauko and Jesper Bokus with the assists on Charlie McAvoy's 12th. Face-off far circle in the Bruins zone. Won by Coyle. Dish back of the net. Here's Lindholm up the left side. Fires it ahead. Deflected all the way down low. Far wall. Orlov's there. He'll pound it around to the near side. This won't get out. Lindholm fires it out in front. Stick save Kochetkov. Near corner, Frederick trying to pry it free. Now Coyle. Oh, he tried to send it to DeBrusk. It went off of his shin pad.
Yeah, seen a number of different combinations up front for the Bruins right now. And on D for that matter. That could have just been a product of a long shift by somebody.
Near corner, pried free by Lindholm. Corralled by Frederick. Up the middle, Coyle. Over the line right side to DeBrusk. He'll chip it to the far corner. Bruins making a few changes in the back end. Teravainen near side. Just chiseled it out to center ice with 4. Back in his own zone is McAvoy. And that's going to do it for the middle frame. So in that second period, the Hurricanes scored twice, the Bruins once. And at the end of 2, it's the Hurricanes 2 and the Bruins 1. Here's and I will bring you back for the second intermission in just a moment. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins radio network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
The Honda you want is here. Now's the perfect time to drive in the moment with the rugged and capable Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Find your adventure with great offers now available on the Honda you want. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Passport or Ridgeline and a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Pilot.
See dealer for financing details.
When it comes to getting the guaranteed lowest price on Toyo tires, there's only one place to go, Town Fair Tire. And when it comes to getting more free services for life than anywhere else on Toyo tires, there's only one place to go, Town Fair Tire. So when you're in the market for a new set of Toyo tires, there's only one place to go, because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Absolutely nobody.
Name brands and discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Hi, this is Jake DeBrusk, and I'm excited to team up with the Shaws at Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub once again for Feeding the Puck for Families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season to help score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate funds to end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive. Locally, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation will be enabling a donation of $100 every time we feed the puck for a goal to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger, up to $50,000. To learn more about Feed the Puck for families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Hi, I'm Charlie McAvoy. Service Credit Union and I are defending New England's heroes. Service Credit Union will donate $100 for every block shot this season and $1,000 for every shutout. Heart attacks are the leading cause of death for police officers, which is why the money raised will go towards heart screenings to check for heart risk and heart disease. Early detection is key to successful treatment. Let's help defend those who defend us. Learn more now at servicecu.org/73.
From the electricity out on the ice to the roar of the crowd in the stands, there's nothing quite like Bruins hockey. And this season, you can be there live to cheer them on. As the official ticketing partner of the Boston Bruins and the NHL, Ticketmaster has you covered with the largest selection of seats at a wide variety of price points. So get off the couch and get into the stands. Grab great seats to see the Bruins today at Ticketmaster.com/Bruins.
Introducing Sparked Energy at Dunkin'. Available in 2 delicious flavors, Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Drop by or order on the Dunkin' app today. Fruit flavored, contains 0% fruit juice. Caffeine from Caffeine and Guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Stay up to date with all the Boston Bruins injuries during the Catches Law Injury Report on the Boston Bruins Radio Network. Catches Law, the official law firm of the Boston Bruins. They've won over $2 billion for their clients. When you're injured and can't work, turn to Catches Law. There's no fee unless you win. Go to catcheslaw.com to schedule your free consultation today.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Right circle now. Here's Boquist. Peels it back. Fires. Rejected into the slot. Now it's fired. They score! Charlie McAvoy! McAvoy from just inside the near circle. Blisters one by Kochetkov. And the Bruins with life. It's the Hurricanes 2 and the Bruins 1. Bruins Exceptional Play, presented by Timberline Construction, providing truly exceptional service in construction management, pre-construction, design, build, and due diligence support. Learn more at timberlineconstruction.com. Timberline Construction, exceptional, no exceptions. So we've hit the second intermission here at TD Garden. The Hurricanes with a 2-1 lead over the Bruins. Andrei Svechnikov, the catalyst for Carolina in that second.
Yeah, goal and assist for him, and highlight reel goal, right? The lacrosse move, but it was after a long shift by the Bruins. They were stuck inside their own zone. They had a couple of opportunities to clear the puck or at least make plays to get the puck out of the zone and weren't able to do it. Carolina keeps the pressure on, and then a good move by Svechnikov, one-on-one on Beecher in the corner. It's just going to free him up and give him some space. And he goes behind the net and gets that puck up on the blade of the stick, and nice little flick of the wrist right underneath the bar over the right shoulder of Swayman. Play continued. He knew it went in. He was pointing at the net right away, but they made sure, and sure enough, yes, it did go in the net. Beautiful finish by him. Swayman had to make some good saves in that period. You know, he had the penalties early, and Carolina had a couple power plays, but they add on to their lead with the goal by Teravainen in front of the net. A little pass from Svechnikov after a save was made on the point shot. So the Bruins needed some life. They got a power play. They had a couple of looks on their power play, but they had their shots blocked. But the next shift, it seemed like the Bruins had some life finally in that offensive end. And McAvoy was a catalyst offensively for the Bruins in that situation. He was up the ice. He was making the play. He got a pass. He was behind the net. He kept the puck alive. And then he rolls into the left wing circle, and Lauko's shot that gets deflected goes right to McAvoy in the left wing circle for his one-timer that Kochetkov got a good piece of, but couldn't keep it out of the net. So you needed somebody to make a play because it's been a sleepy night offensively for the Bruins. I mean, right now they're on 10 shots on goal, and it's indicative of the way the game has gone. They had 4 after the first period. They had 2 with 8 minutes to go in the second period. 2 in the second period. So they needed something good to happen for them, and they finally got it. McAvoy.
The Bruins in that first period played an in-your-face style that wasn't as evident in the second period, and maybe that was because of Carolina playing on brand. They outshot the Bruins 15-6 in the period.
And some good looks. That's what I mean. Swayman played well in that period. He made some good saves. Just prior to Svechnikov scoring, he made a good save on him, point blank, and he had a couple of other ones as well. So, this one was on, guys just not being able to get their feet moving. Now, hopefully, 2-1, and you saw some semblance of offense on the goal by McAvoy. And all of a sudden, now you get a couple of shifts in the offensive zone, and it's like, because honestly, it was non-existent. You want to put a team back on their heels. You want to test their man-on-man defense, and they did last game. They played well against that man-on-man defense. Today, how often have they had the puck in the offensive end for cycling or putting any pressure on Carolina? Most of their chances have come off the rush. Fredericks had a couple of looks, and Heinen had a look in the first period, but that's where most of the opportunities have come from. It hasn't been from hemming a team inside their zone and making them work defensively. It just has not been there today for the Bruins. But the positive side of that is with coming in the third period, you're only down a goal. And you should have plenty left in the tank based on the way that, offensively anyhow, the way that we've seen them play.
You referenced it at the tail end of the period. We started to see some of the combinations change.
Yeah, we'll see if that continues, but he had to try something. Honestly, they had nothing going. We saw a couple deep pairings change. We'll see if that stays the same. We'll see if the forward lines stay the same. Pausak's had a quiet night so far. He's had a couple pucks roll off his stick, and he's such a huge part of the offense. If he's having an off night, you've got to have other guys to be able to pick you up. And so far for him, it's just been one of those days so far. But you know how things can change for him quickly. He hasn't been turning the puck over. It's just been not handling it quite as cleanly as he would like, not making the plays as cleanly as he would like. And when he's off, it's he's just such a big factor offensively for you. You've got to have somebody else, and then hopefully McAvoy shift there, as well as we'll call it the fourth line. Boquist was out there, and you had Lauko was out there. They got the assists on the goal. That's a big shift for them following the power play.
Scoring summary. All the goals in the game coming in the second period. Andrei Svechnikov is 19th at 10:55. Open it up. Teuvo Teravainen his 23rd at 13:05. And Charlie McAvoy getting the Bruins on the board with his 12th from Lauko and Boquist at 16:56. Shots on goal through 2. In favor of the Hurricanes, they've adjusted some of these numbers. It's now 19-10 Hurricanes in front of the Bruins. In that second period, it was 15-6 Carolina. On the power play, the Hurricanes 0 for 2 and the Bruins 0 for 1. Music of the game is brought to you by Live Nation.
They want to get my gold on the ceiling.
The Black Keys International Players Tour live in Boston on Friday, November 1st at TD Garden. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Mark Dondero has your Sports Hub headlines next. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins radio network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
It's Ford Truck Month.
Are you ready?
And we're celebrating 47 years as the best-selling trucks in America with special once-a-year offers on Ford F-Series. Featuring the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the 2024 North American Truck of the Year. Celebrate with us, America. This is Ford Truck Month, based on 1977 to 2023 industry reported total sales.
At Milton Cat, our business is supporting your business with quality equipment, parts, and service. Visit MiltonCat.com today to learn why we've been the Northeast's trusted equipment dealer for over 60 years.
Hey, it's Patrice Bergeron. When I was young, my parents worked hard to get me everything I needed to play youth hockey. They sacrificed their time and money so I could play the game I loved. That's why I've teamed up with Avita Bank again this season for Assist for Kids to help Metro West families pay for youth hockey. For every Boston Assist, Avita donates $50 up to $30,000, and I will donate $7,000 to make it $37,000 to help more kids. Avita Bank, honest to goodness, member FDIC, member DIF.
Dick's Sporting Goods believes that sport has the power to change lives. As voice of the Red Sox, I've seen that time and time again. And now Dick's is opening the completely reimagined House of Sport at Prudential Center, featuring a rock wall, a multi-sport cage, and golf hitting bays, bringing new experiences, new services, and the best selection from the top brands to a new place Boston can call home. Dick's House of Sport at Prudential Center. Join us for our grand opening celebration April 19th through 21st.
Take on all that New England has to offer in the all-new electric Prologue. With the Prologue, you're getting Honda's first all-electric vehicle, coming soon to your local New England Honda dealer. Visit for a great deal today.
If it's big and heavy and gotta go, contact the pros at Removal Pro. Removal Pro of New England specializes in the removal and installation of oil tanks of all shapes and sizes. Removal Pro will also take any size boiler, water heater, or furnace. Visit oilremovalpro.com.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the 98.5 Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
The home of the Bruins. Patriots, Rams, and Celtics. Boston's home for sports is 95 The Sports Hub. A Beasley Media Group station. Sports Hub headlines.
Book a visit to the newly opened Boston Bruins Heritage Hall and immerse yourself in the rich 100-year history of the Boston Bruins. Located on the second floor of TD Garden and integrated into tours of the Sports Museum, Heritage Hall includes the latest technologies, interactive exhibits, games, and exclusive artifacts that bring to life the remarkable moments of the Bruins franchise. To experience it yourself, visit bostonbruins.com/Heritage Hall. The Red Sox had a bad opening day all around over at Fenway Park today. Let's start on the field where they lost 7-1 to the Baltimore Orioles. Tyler O'Neill, the one bright spot as he hit his major league leading 6th home run. Craig Breslow also announcing that shortstop Trevor Story will have season-ending shoulder surgery, and then not long after announced Nick Pivetta would be put on the 15-day injured list with a right flexor strain. Celtics currently down 18 to the Milwaukee Bucks in the third quarter around the NHL. Canadians all over the Flyers, 6-0. Capitals up 2-0 on the Red Wings. Tonight, Boston has won 17 faceoffs, so WellPoint, formerly Unicare, Charlie Coyle, and Franklin Sports donate $255 to provide Franklin Sports street hockey equipment to 15 Massachusetts towns to help kids get out and play to improve their mental health. So far, they've donated $5,415 on their way to $15,000. Get started on your path to whole health now at wellpoint.unicare.com. I'm Mark Dondero for Boston's Home for Sports on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your New England Honda dealers.
A lot has changed since our start in 1960. Machines have gotten stronger, smaller, bigger, and smarter. With new technology, you can get to grade faster, hit your target payload the first time, and reduce the chance of accidents. But what hasn't changed is our commitment to you. At Milton Cat, our business is supporting your business with quality equipment, parts, and service. Visit MiltonCat.com today to learn why we've been the Northeast's trusted equipment dealer for over 60 years.
It's hockey night at the rink. This game might just be a barn burner. It's time to raise up your flags. Put your jerseys on, cheer, shout, and save on your gas. That's right. Boston Bruins fans save big on home game days. Save 25 cents per gallon on Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline with the Fuel Rewards program. Oh yeah, that's Slapshot savings for you all. Download the app, join the Fuel Rewards program today, and game on.
All right, so there we were, cruising through the new open-air zoo, when I realized that the park was closing in like 15 minutes. That's when the afternoon took an exciting turn. Luckily, we were in my Nissan Rogue. With its powerful VC turbo engine, well, we had more than enough time to see all the animals. Whoa! And outrun a few!
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get 2.9% APR financing for 72 months on the 2023 Nissan Rogue. Shop at your local Nissan store or at nissanusa.com. For well-qualified buyers, 2.9% APR financing for 72 months on new 2023 Rogue and dealer stock. Example, 72 months financing at $15.15 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to residency restrictions and NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 4/30/24.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs Bracket Challenge presented by Betway is back. And now it's time to take your shot. Face off against family and friends. And take aim at predicting this year's playoffs. Whether you're pulling for the Panthers, going big on the Blue Shirts, or seeing stars all the way? Who do you think hoists the cup this year? Sign up today for a chance to win exclusive prizes at NHL.com/bracket.
Hey, DQ fans, behold, the DQ freezer, holding all of the DQ Blizzard flavors of the past, like Fan Fave Frosted Animal Cookie and legendary brownie batter, only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
Boston Bruins hockey is brought to you by Timberline Construction. Just like the pros, success in the commercial construction industry requires a strong, smart team with a no-exceptions commitment to excellence. That's why so many high-profile organizations choose Timberline Construction, specializing in ground-up projects, complex renovations, and projects with advanced technical requirements. Learn more at timberlineconstruction.com. Timberline Construction. Exceptional. No exceptions.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Now it's time to look back at 100 years of Boston Bruins hockey, presented by Granite City Electric.
Sanheim over the line, left side. Farabee wings into the slot, picked up by Lindholm. Here's Pasternak, 2-on-1 over the line, right side to Bertuzzi. Pasternak shoots, he scores! That's the hat trick! 60 goals for David Pasternak! He's the first Boston Bruin to do it since Phil Esposito in 1974-75, and the 23rd all-time in NHL history to reach that elite mark. Back on this date last year, David Pasternak registered his 15th career hat trick. That led the way to a 5-3 win over the Flyers in Philly, and his third goal was his 60th of the season, the first time a Bruin had reached that mark since Espo did it in 1975. The goal was also the 300th of Pasternak's career. The win also was the team's 63rd of the season, which established a new NHL record, which at the time was shared by the 2019 Lightning and the 1996 Red Wings. That look back at 100 years of Bruins hockey was presented by Granite City Electric Supply, celebrating 100 years of service to electrical contractors and our communities throughout New England. Go to GraniteCityElectric.com. Both teams back on the ice. We're about ready to start the third period. Bruins working left to right, trailing 2-1. Geeky, Coyle, and Marchand up front to begin. Peak and Wotherspoon on the back end. All those combinations were the ones that Jim Montgomery started with at the beginning of the game. Bruins win the draw, chip it in, and it's sent back into the Bruins zone. Here's Wotherspoon. Zipped it up the left side, Marchand. He'll chip it to the left of Kochetkov. Coyle racing for it, chopped over to the near side. Peak jump to check. Send it out in front. Kochetkov a chest save. Back of the net. It's banged over to the near side. Peak has to scramble back. Covering for him was Geeky. And it's flipped out in front. Knocked down by Wotherspoon. Swayman stopped it with a stick. And out comes Wotherspoon. He'll bang it up the near side. Picked off. Stahl wings it over to the far side. Martinook backhands it in. Took a shove one-handed by Peak.
Well, Martinook finished his hit down in the corner, and Peak kind of followed him back up the ice.
Here's Wotherspoon back of his net. Just underway here in the third. Bruins down by a goal. Pasternak up the middle, high slot. Now Zacha drops Pasternak. And he went to go shoot the puck, and off his blade it went.
That's a pretty good example
on
of what we were talking about in between periods, Judd.
Aho tried to center. Heinen got a piece of that. Pasternak in the first two periods combined for one shot on goal and two total attempts. He's second in the league in shots on goal.
Well, he had a good opportunity there to let one go, and this puck just went right up his stick.
Up the left side out at center ice is Jarvis. Hoists a backhand to the far corner. Grzelcyk chopped it away from Gensel. Boquist will turn away up the left side and then lofts it out to the neutral zone. Chatfield hacked it free. The puck on edge, and here comes Aho. Right circle Chatfield. Shot it wide. Near side snagged by Orlov. Along the near wall, Aho sent it back to the net. Read by Grzelcyk and cut off. But he had nowhere to go with the puck. Far circle, Aho works his way around to Pick. Right of the net, Aho back of the cage. Orlov shoots. It hit the side mesh. Bruins chip it up the near side. DeBrusque paddled it back into the Carolina end. Frederick charging after it. Chatfield gets there. Dished it over to the near side. Both teams making changes. Just over 2 minutes into the third. 2-1 Hurricanes. Orlov feeds to the far side. In the slot, Kuznetsov, he was wide open, and he almost lost the puck. Flip left to the Bruins net. And it's sent up the right side by Lindholm. Lauko over the line to Van Riemsdyk. Centered, out in front, deflected. Kochetkov got a piece. Lauko far side. Left point, it's fired. Kochetkov the save. And then he'll flick the puck to the far side.
There's Beecher with a couple chances there.
Now the puck sent to the right point. McAvoy shoots. Kochetkov a glove save and holds. 17-13 left here in the third. Bruins trailing 2-1.
Catches Law, the official law firm of the Boston Bruins, has won over $2 billion for their clients. When you're injured and can't work, turn to Catches Law. There's no fee unless you win. Go to catcheslaw.com to schedule your free consultation today.
Kochetkov comes in second in the league in goals against. He's part of a three-headed monster in net for Carolina. Freddie Anderson, who I think most people believe is going to start game one of the playoffs, didn't even make the trip.
Yeah.
Spencer Martin's backing up. Peak shoots wide. Left point now, Wotherspoon.
Resting him up. I mean, had serious blood clot issues earlier this season. Missed a good portion of it.
Missed 4 months. Now left of the net. Coyle was chasing for it, and it's cued away from him out to center ice. Back at his own end is Peak to his partner Wotherspoon. Closed down by Martinook, and it's gloved deep into the Bruins zone. Grabbed by Peak. Takes his time. Faked the pass behind the net, sent it to Marchand. He's got 3 of his 28 goals against Carolina. And now Wotherspoon brought it in offside. He faked out Geekie along the near side. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone.
I actually like that move by Wotherspoon. Just a soft chip, and he's got some speed coming up the left side, but I think Geekie and Coyle realized Wotherspoon hasn't been as, I think him and Peak, we talked about them, and you know they were good against Florida. They were physical. Carolina's a little bit of a different type of team, and I think it hasn't been as clean handling the puck today for them as a pair.
Montgomery was talking about him in your conversation with him that Wotherspoon is a very improved hockey player. Far corner Gensel. Centered, up top it goes. Left point Shea. Rink wide, now to the far side. It's snapped to Aho. Long shot coming in, blocked. Gensel going to work it free, battling the bigger Zacha. Coming down low is Pesce, but the Bruins get to the puck, and here comes Pasternak over the red line. Flipped it to the far side, Zacha. Out in front, it's deflected, and Kochetkov the save on Heinen. It almost snuck inside that right arm.
A nice pass from David Pasternak. He just floats this puck into space, so from the right side over into the left wing. And it bounces past. That was Slavin back there, or Jarvis, one of the two. But then the pass from Zacha, little saucer pass in front. Heinen's beating his man. That's Pesce to the net, and he just reaches with one hand to redirect this. And Kochetkov, that time, that puck actually angling there in between the body and arm again, but Kochetkov able to close it up and make sure it keeps that puck out.
Bruins out shooting the Hurricanes early here in this third period, 5-1. Near point, Carlo shoots. Kochetkov a chest save, and he'll hold. 15:50 left here in the third. And Carolina on top, 2-1 for every goal the Bruins scored this season. Tito's Handmade Vodka will donate $100 to the Cam Neely Foundation, up to $10,000. Geekie in for the draw. He's out with Frederick and DeBrusque.
He came out just for the faceoff. Boquist went out, but I think he loses this draw.
Hurricanes play it off the glass. It carries high out to center ice. Kicked into the Bruins zone by Drury. Carlo poked it back of the net. Grizzlick tried to rim it around far side. Frederick swoops in trying to get a loose puck. DeBrusque has his stick held up by Nason. Replay on. Far corner. That puck is pinned in the far corner. Frederick trying to pull it free. Now Grizzlick jumps in and sent it to the middle. Here's Carlo. Indirect off the wall. Geekie jammed against the wall by Shea, and it's shoveled back into the Carolina end. The Bruins making a few changes. Carolina is poised to do the same. Interesting, you had one of the Carolina players who had his leg draped over the boards. That was an immediate change that they made after the last general manager's meeting. Far side at center ice, because one of the officials got sliced. Now Lindholm shoveled it out to center ice. It's popped right back to him. Carlo, indirect off the wall, and it's rolled in. And this is how Carolina likes to get its game going. Bruins making some changes as the puck deflects into the far corner of the Bruins end. Here's Lindholm. Right wing feed to Coyle. Speeds ahead. Over the line, high slot. Poke check. And diving to get it out is Martinook.
That's a good effort because McAvoy was jumping on that puck.
Up the middle is Coyle. Trying to spin away from Stahl. Feeds to the middle and Wotherspoon. Sorts it out. Wings it in. Back of the net, Kochetkov stopped it. He'll roll it to the near side. Doesn't play it firmly. Coyle sent it up top, and it didn't connect. And the Hurricanes, it looked like Svechnikov double clutch there. Wasn't sure what he wanted to do, and the Bruins will head the other way. Marchand over the line right side. To the right point to Brusque. Fires, and that one sails off of a Bruin stick and over the net and over the glass.
Went off of the body or possibly the stick of Zacha. That was head high or head in that direction.
13:45 left here in the third. 2-1 Hurricanes here in Boston on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Join New Hampshire Liquor and Wine Outlet on a West Coast rendezvous during our Pacific Pours Savings Event. Now through April 28th, save 20% off the purchase of 12 or more bottles of wine from Washington, Oregon, and California. Whether you savor the bold flavors of Washington, the crisp elegance of Oregon, or the sun-kissed richness of California, now is your chance to uncork the savings. For more info, visit liquorandwineoutlets.com. Discount valid on 375 and 750 milliliter size bottles only. Please drink responsibly.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 47 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Hey, it's Charlie Coyle. I've teamed with WellPoint, formerly Unicare, and 98.5 The Sports Hub for face-offs for first responders to let all first responders know it's okay to talk to someone when the job gets to be too much. We also want to let anyone listening to this message know that if you or a loved one are thinking about suicide or need emotional support, the Lifeline Network is available 24/7 to help you. Just text or call 988 and Lifeline will provide you confidential help for free from a skilled, trained crisis worker. There's hope in getting help. Call or text 988 now.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Jacob Lauko and Jesper Boquist with the assist on Charlie McAvoy's goal. That's our delivery of the game, delivered by Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train. Granite City Electric Supply celebrating 100 years of service to electrical contractors in New England. Visit granitecityelectric.com to order. Face-off in the right circle to Carolina end. Zacha out there with Pasternak and Geekie. Geekie will step in and take the draw. The Bruins control it along the near side. Pasternak send it out in front. It's deflected. Brushed up to the left point.
Oh, yeah, Geekie back door there if that puck gets through. That's what he was looking for.
Pasternak far circle. Bruins haven't had a lot of concerted zone time. McAvoy right point. Holds. Up top now Zacha. Chipped it over to the near side. Pasternak fumbled the puck, and now Shea over the line left side, 2-on-1 left circle, sent it across, and it's right in Jarvis's skates, and the Bruins sent it up the middle, and Aho couldn't bring the puck in. He still had a guy in zone, and then the Bruins pass it up top. Pasternak had it hit him in the skate. He'll sweep it deep and change. It's been a frustrating night for the fifth leading scorer in the league.
Yeah, the adventure continues, doesn't it? He had that good pass there a couple shifts ago to Zacha that led to the Heinen chance.
Puck rifled in by DeBrusque. Far corner now, Heinen. Centered out in front. You had Boquist all by himself. And it's shoveled up the near side back into the neutral zone. Heinen, puck in his feet, flipped it out to center ice. 12:38 left here in the third. Still a one-goal game. Carolina on top 2-1 as Drury pounded against the glass by Boquist, and the Bruins with the puck. Boquist indirect off the wall. Jumping the check was Orlov. He'll motor in around a check, then he lost it. Retrieved by Carlo. Carlo swings it behind his net. Lindholm walks out in front. Got free from Fost. Ripped it up the far side. Heinen Bounced it just inside the Carolina line. The Bruins change. Rod Brindamore is going to do the same. Back of his net now, McAvoy. Dish to the far corner, Grizzly. Spun a backhand pass ahead for Lauko. He'll gather some steam over the line right side. To the high slot, he lost it. It's chipped out to the neutral zone. The Bruins tag up. Frederick backpedaling. He had some great chances early in the game. Now McAvoy drilled it ahead over the line, left side. Lauko with a step left of the cage, out in front, a backhand. Kochetkov the save. Lauko went.
Nice play through the neutral zone. Zip that pass up the middle and then hit Lauko on the left wing side with speed. And he cut strong to the front of the net.
Shots are 20-18 in favor of the Hurricanes. It's been mostly Bruins here in this third period. But neither team has scored. All the goals coming in the second. Grizzly taking his time up the middle to Marchand. Bruins making some changes. Now here's McAvoy. Snapped it up the left side. Coyle throws it to the near corner. Shea got a piece of it. Shea back of the net. Spun it around to the far side. Stahl. He lost it out at center ice. Grabbed by Martinook. And we've got an offside here. And then Martinook barking at the officials about a call. 10:57 left here in the third. 2-1 Hurricanes.
Fans, Bruins Hockey is brought to you by Removal Pro of New England. If your home or office needs an oil tank removed or installed, call the experts at Removal Pro at 740-TANK-PRO. If it's big and heavy and it's got to go, call Removal Pro at 740-TANK-PRO. Online at oilremovalpro.com.
Face-off in front of the Bruins bench. Just under 11 minutes remaining in regulation. Bruins down by a goal as it's pounded in by Shea. Far corner Wotherspoon behind his net. Slipped it away from Martinook. And the Bruins skidded out to the neutral zone. Here's Marchand, tried to get to it. And then Stahl took a pop from Peak. Now Geekie wings it back for Peak. Left wing Wotherspoon gets to the red line, fluttered it in. Geekie met by Svechnikov. The Bruins have it up top. The pass by Coyle behind McAvoy, and the Bruins retreat. Now Gensel locked up with McAvoy. Scrambling ahead is Lindholm. Over the line right side is Coyle. Flipped it toward the front of the net. The Bruins couldn't get it out front. And it's jammed back into the neutral zone. 10:09 left here in the third. 2-1 Hurricanes. Along the near side, Gensel got a piece of the pass up the wall. Aho rifled one, and Swayman the save. Given away by the Bruins. Aho flipped it to the near side. Gensel backhands it to the near corner. Jarvis takes a look. Backhands to Orlov. His shot. Swayman the save. The rebound. They scored. Gensel followed up, and that puck just trickled over the line and by Swayman as the net was knocked off. 3-1 Hurricanes.
I think, yeah, Gensel's going to get it. He had a funny one down in Carolina the last time these two teams met, but he sticks around the net. He's going to get credit for this one. A passing play out in front. The initial shot comes through, and then it's picked out of the air by Gensel. And as Zacha goes to clear it, he tried to clear the puck from the crease. He hits the back of Swayman's leg, and it goes in their own net. Zacha notices his puck free. It's behind Swayman, and he tries to clear it away from the crease, and it goes off of Swayman's leg and in. Actually, off of Swayman's leg and then back off of Zacha's stick and in.
Did that all start with the Bruins turning over a puck in their own zone? So Carolina back to a 2-goal cushion.
Well, that's led to 2 of the goals here today.
Unforced errors. Along the near side, Frederick trying to work his way off the wall. Carlo tried to fire that puck. He fanned on it. And it's dragged ahead by Fost. He'll backhand it in. Carlo. 3-1 Hurricanes. Just over 9 minutes remaining here in the third. Puck sent out in front, and Swayman had to fend off the offering from Jack Drury. Hack to the far side. Now the Hurricanes dish it behind the Bruins net. Mason shouldered away from the puck by Grzelcyk. Here's Carlo. Right wing feed to Boquist. Flipped it ahead, but the Hurricanes get to it, and both teams will start to change.
They're a team that can smother you, and if you don't have your legs, it gets ugly. You know, with the way that they check, the way they get in your face. And that's what it's looked like for a lot of this game. The Bruins had some life here early in the third, but See how much that goal, if that goal deflates them. And Carolina only had one shot up into that last shift in this period.
Wings it up the left side. Here's Beecher. Far side. Hits the brakes. Lost his footing.
Yeah, it's
held in by Peak.
Been that kind of night.
Back of the net. Van Riemsdyk protects. Van Riemsdyk. Poke check. Now Beecher. Worked it to Van Riemsdyk, whose net's off. Can't get it from him. And then it's pounded out to the neutral zone. Jordan Stahl had mentioned that if the Hurricanes, the style that they play, it is so frustrating if they stick with it. He said a lot of times the opponents, they just give in. Just under 8 minutes left in the third. Bruins create a turnover in the neutral zone. Can't get to it, however, as Marchand got checked by Slavin. Carlo hacked it over to the near side. Now back of the net, Svechnikov. Stripped of the puck by Lindholm. Scraped over to the far side. Held in by the Hurricanes. Out in front, it's fired. Svechnikov's turnaround stopped by Swayman, and the Bruins drill the puck all the way down. Geekie is going to force Shea to skate down and win this race for icing.
It's another icing call sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka. Enjoy the game with a glass of Tito's on ice. The Tito's cocktail of the week is the Tito's Transfusion. Tonight's recipe, go to 98.5thesportshub.com.
Face-off right circle in the Bruins zone. Jarvison for the draw against Coyle.
Judd, it's gotten ugly and uglier for the Philadelphia Flyers today. Score now in Montreal. 8-1 Canadiens leading the Flyers.
Wow. Center circle, it's Geekie. Trying to wheel over the line far side. Poke check by Pesce. And we're going to have a stop and play, and we're going to take a timeout. 7:12 left here in the third. Hurricanes 3 and the Bruins 1. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
The Honda you want is here. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Civic or HR-V. So hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R.
Download free Nugs. Just add the Wendy's app to your phone and get an offer for a free 10-piece with purchase. Yep, it's raining Nugs again. One app, all the Wendy's.
Limited time at participating Wendy's. New users only. Account registration required. Terms apply.
If you're in the market for a great deal on Toyo tires, get to Town Fair Tire for your absolute best deal. Because at Town Fair Tire, you get the guaranteed lowest price on any Toyo tire. Plus, you get free services for life. And we honor all valid Toyo tire rebates. For the absolute best deal on Toyo tires, get to Town Fair Tire. Because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
It's only human to be passionate, loyal, and all in when it comes to the Bruins. And it's only human to expect the same from your bank. And just like every season, TD will be there for all the wins, losses, and memorable moments. Best of luck this season. TD Bank, the bank of the Boston Bruins. Member FDIC, TD Bank NA.
The Honda you want is here. So bring on the fun. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Accord Hybrid or CR-V Hybrid. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Jacob Lauko, Jesper Boquist with the assists on the Bruins' lone goal. With those feeds, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation donates another $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help fight food insecurity. Learn more about Feeding the Puck for Families at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck. Jake Gensel gets credit for his 28th overall from Orlov and Jarvis at the 10-14 mark. Gensel has ripped it up since coming over in a trade from the Penguins. He now has 6 goals and 22 points in 15 games.
He's had the benefit of a couple of bounces against the Bruins, has he not?
He has.
The 2 goals that he scored against them.
Zaka feeds it up the middle. Grizzlick bobbled it and then chipped it ahead, and that's going to be enough that Carolina can get to the puck over the line right side. It's hacked toward the Bruins net by Gensel, stopped by Swayman, and we'll have a face-off in the Bruins' end.
And check out the hardest working Player of the Week content on 98.5thesportshub.com, brought to you by the Peterson School. Are you a master in your trade and interested in passing the torch to the next generation of tradespeople? Join the growing team of instructors at the Peterson School. Visit petersonschool.com to learn more.
Bruins win the draw. McAvoy tries the far side, cut off by Aho, and then McAvoy got pulled down. And a great opportunity here for the Bruins. Going to the power play. Gensel is the guy who took the offensive zone penalty with 6:48 left. And the Bruins down 2.
Yeah, when you're in the box before the referee even has a chance to get over there and announce the penalty.
He knew. The Bruins 0 for 1 on the man advantage tonight, but they got a little light from that first one.
They did.
Saka will take the draw in the left circle. He's out with Van Riemsdyk, Pasternak, Marchand, and McAvoy. Off the draw, Stahl wins it, drills it around. Grabbed by Jarvis, over the line left side, left circle, shoots. Swayman the save, rebound, back door. He scores! He beats Swayman to the far post. A short-handed goal by Jarvis. 4-1 Hurricanes.
Well, set play, right? They win the draw. Jarvis just takes off out of the zone, and they wrap the puck hard around the boards. Jarvis is going to come down the left wing side. McAvoy's coming across to angle him. The initial shot is taken. It goes off the back wall, and Jarvis just continues on, and Swayman's out to cut down the angle. Swayman stopped the first shot. It went off the back wall. Jarvis continues around, and then he stuffs it home on the backhand. Past the left pad of Swayman.
When he fired that puck, it actually hit Swayman. It would have, had Swayman not touched it at all, it would have gone across the blue paint, but it deflected off him and in.
Right. He's had 2 pucks go off of him. One was friendly fire.
So the Bruins still have the power play for 1:35. They have not given up many shorthanded goals all season long. High slot now. Lindholm fires. Kochetkov the save. Rebound to the far side. Aho pounds it along the far wall, and the Bruins keep this puck in. Lindholm muscled it to the right point. Geekie, a little space. Feeds to Coyle, wrapped it into the right corner. Geekie, he'll send it around to the far hash. DeBrusk, left of the net. Geekie rotates and gets that puck up top. Lindholm dusts it off, takes a look. The Bruins stationary. Right point now, Coyle. Minute to go on the power play. Bruins down 4-1. Right point now, Coyle. To the left point, Lindholm. Slammed it over to the near side. It's DeBrusk. DeBrusk bothered up top by Teravainen, and it's shoveled by him, and Aho has it over the line left side.
Yeah, the people that have remained are not happy right now.
Now Martinook right of the net shoots, and Swayman the save as he came to cut off the angle. 5:22 left here in the third. And the Hurricanes with 2 quick goals in the third period, much like they did in the second, have taken a 4-1 lead. This is the third and final regular season meeting between these two. The first 2 games split. Right point McAvoy with the road team winning each time. Right point McAvoy, left point Grizzly. 13 seconds left in the power play. Right point now McAvoy. Fumbled the puck. Up top, Frederick chased all the way up high. And then ran out of room near side. It is brushed back into the Bruins zone.
Haven't heard it much this year, but there's been a few games. And a lot of fans heading for the exits already. Long day, right? Watch the Red Sox opening day. That didn't go well.
Orioles winning that one 7-1. Orioles, one of the best teams in the American League, one of the best in baseball. Boquist saucered it ahead, looking for Frederick just over his stick. Back of the net, Chatfield. Lined up by Lauko. Released the puck. 4:19 left here in the third. Hurricanes 4 and the Bruins 1. Puck jammed up the middle. Van Riemsdyk got a piece of it, and then it's plowed to the far circle of the Bruins zone. Wotherspoon, rink wide for Peak. Back in his own end, Wotherspoon. He'll send it up the middle. It's deflected down low. Kochetkov wings it over to the far side. Bruins keep the puck in. Lifted into the right corner by the Bruins. Pounded up top. Peak shoots. Deflected. Kochetkov to save. The rebound kicks over to the near side, and Nason hoists it out to center ice. Carolina changing quickly. Ripped into the right corner by Wotherspoon. He'll head off. 3:34 left here in the third. Hurricanes with a 4-1 lead. Over the line left side, Drury shoots wide. Grizzlick's got it. Shoveled the puck back of the net. McAvoy Pounds it up the near side. Geeky over the line. Ran into his own guy. His pass to the near wall picked off by Burns, and he'll flip it lightly back into the Bruins zone. McAvoy back to get it. Now Grizzlick, rink wide McAvoy. Sent it up the middle. Coyle off of his skate, held in by Geeky for a second. And it's grabbed by Lindholm. He'll fade back toward the slot in his own zone. Geeky's got it. 2:54 remaining here in the third. 4-1 Hurricanes. Now Lindholm, right wing feed Carlo. He'll flip it ahead. The Bruins offside with 2:44 remaining in regulation, and we'll take a timeout with the Bruins down 4-1 here at TD Garden on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
The Honda you want is here. Drive in the moment. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Passport or Ridgeline and a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Pilot.
See dealer for financing details.
Looking for versatile equipment you can depend on all year long? What about innovative technologies to improve site safety and efficiency? Or maybe you only need a specialized machine for a short-term rental? No matter what you need, Milton Cat, SciTech Northeast, and Milton Rents have you covered for integrated job site solutions. With locations across Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont, we'll be there for your early mornings, overnight shifts, and every time in between.
Hi, I'm Patrice Bergeron, proud captain of Vivier Bank's Assist for Kids campaign to benefit Metro West youth hockey. I loved playing hockey growing up, so I'm excited to help more kids be able to play hockey.
And I'm Rob Cazzone, president and CEO of Avidia Bank. For every Boston assist this season, we'll donate $50 up to $30,000, and Patrice will donate $7,000, giving us $37,000 to help even more Metro West youth hockey families.
Hey Rob, I'm glad to help. Avidia Bank, honest to goodness.
Get details at avidiabank.com/Team Bergeron. Member FDIC, member DIF.
The Honda you want is here. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Accord and a 2.9% APR on a 2024 CR-V. So hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Fans, hockey season is Peerless Boiler season. Replace your old boiler and water heater with a new Peerless Boiler and Pavilion tankless water heater. Find your local dealer at peerlessboilers.com, and remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
Carolina with a 4-1 lead over the Bruins. Jake Gensel scoring at 10:14. Seth Jarvis shorthanded his 30th at 13:22. For the Bruins as a team, they had only allowed 3 shorties all season, second fewest in the league. Frederick a backhand. Kochetkov the save and the rebound. Frederick stopped by Kochetkov over at the near post, and he covers.
We'll see what Jim Montgomery does with the power play here. It's going to be another power play for the Bruins, but he benched that top unit after that shorthanded goal was scored.
.237 remaining. Fost heading off.
He's not going to go with him here either.
Face off in the far circle in the Carolina end. The other thing that Jim Montgomery had mentioned about the man advantage, if you want it to get better, everybody has to do their job better. Whether that's the bumper, the net front guy, the guys on the elbows, the point men. Boquist kicked out of the draw. Frederick's going to step in and take it. He wins it against Stahl. Right point now, McAvoy. McAvoy, stick handles, looks to the middle, feeds to Boquist. Up top, McAvoy. Relays to the left point, now back up top, McAvoy shoots, deflected, it hit Kochetkov in the head. And Lindholm tried to play it to the far side, intercepted by Stahl and swept down. 2:15 remaining in regulation. Bruins down by 3, a minute 36 left on the Fost penalty, brought in by Frederick, high slot. Frederick dangles over to the far side. Snapped it back of the net to Brusk. Flushed behind the net by Slavin. DeBrusk held onto it. McAvoy then sent it out in front, rejected. Up top now, here's McAvoy. Far circle, Boquist. Chopped it up top, drilled down low. DeBrusk, puck wobbling around. Burns hammers it to the far side. This will go all the way down with a minute to go on the Fost penalty and a minute 37 remaining in regulation.
Linesman just getting out of the way of that. He almost, ended up in the Carolina bench trying to stay out of the way of that Burns clear.
And Burns hammered that one. Wotherspoon drills it in. Around to the far side. In the corner, it's Van Riemsdyk. He'll fire it back of the net. Heinen chipped it around to the near wall. Wotherspoon. Behind the net, Van Riemsdyk. A backhand. He sent it just wide. Grabbed by Wotherspoon. Fired it up top into the slot. Lauko. Centered back door. Almost had Heinen. And it's drilled back out to center ice. A minute to go here in this one. Bruins down 4-1. Wotherspoon tried to shake by Orlov. Intercepted. Lauko has it. 54 seconds remaining in this one. Carolina's going to take 2 of the 3 meetings against the Bruins in the regular season series. Back of the net, Kochetkov saucers it himself all the way down. At last check, the Rangers were losing to the Islanders.
Yeah, that's 3-2 Islanders, late third period.
So Carolina's only going to be 3 points behind the Rangers in the Metro. Over the line, high slot, Wotherspoon feeds to the far circle.
If that score stays the same.
And it's going to be their 50th win of the year, by the way. Along the near side, Boquist out wrestled for the puck here. Shea, he'll motor into the slot, walks in, shoots. Swayman the save, gloves the puck. And he held it long enough to get a whistle.
It's been a funny night for Swayman, right? It started shaky with that opportunity from Natchez that kind of laid right, I'm not even saying on the goal line, barely stayed on the goal line. And they thought it was a goal initially and realized it wasn't, but just by about a fraction of an inch. And then he settled in the second period, made some good saves, but Bruins had nothing offensively. It's 2-1 going into the third. You've had 2 funny goals against them in this third period.
Face off in the near circle of Bruins then, with 11 seconds left. Bruins win the draw.
Could be Philadelphia. They're losing 9-3 now.
Orlov backhands it down low. Everybody's going to be watching John Tortorella's press conference, and the horn sounds. So the Carolina Hurricanes snapped the Bruins' 4-game winning streak, and because the Florida Panthers won earlier tonight against the Ottawa